1, 2, mic check. 1, 2. One, two, mic check. 1, 2. All right, microphone looks good here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora with ESOTERIC. Wonderful, fantastic, fabulous show coming to you this evening or tonight. And so as you join the show, please share the link for me. Share the link for me. We highly appreciate that. All right. How you doing, Reverend? Welcome aboard. Welcome to Voice of Sinoe. Hey, Mommy, how are you? How you doing? Great out there. Let me see. Let me play the music here from Minister Olivia. She got a new music here. Let me see what I can feature our minister here. You know, I got a lot of gospel people that follow the show. So let's see, where's the minister? Let's share this with you, Minister Olivia Sua music here. Let's get this going here.
Hey. Oh, my sister, you are crying because someone said to you, you will not make it. My brother, you cannot sleep. You are worried because somebody let you down. They are doing it just to steal your joy. But I come today to tell you, they will not take what God has for you. Hey, fire! Hey, Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me. Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me. Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me. Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me.
Yeah, Jehovah gave it to me. You can't take it from me.
When God bless your life, you will fight so many battles. When you are doing nothing for yourself, the devil will never fight you.
Yeah, the devil can fight dark side for the ESOTERIC. And they can fight the minister too.
As soon as he see you going higher, he will begin to chase your success. Some people around you, they will try to discourage you so hard. Some will even say, who are you? Where are you coming from?
Yeah, they'll be asking you, who are you? Where are you coming from? Where are you going?
You too, what are you doing? They will fight so hard to spoil your day.
Yeah, they will fight hard to spoil your day, but they are not spoiling my day.
For the joy of the Lord, let it be your strength, my brother.
Yeah, the joy of the Lord.
Oh, my sister, keep pushing forward. Your day will break. They cannot take your joy. They cannot take your peace. What the Lord has for you is for you. Nobody can take it.
Yeah, what the Lord has for you is yours. Nobody can take it from you, according to the minister.
Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can take what I have.
Yeah, that's Minister Olivia Sua her new joint is out.
No demon can fight what I do. No devil can stop what I do. No, nobody. I'm covered by the Lord. Jehovah gave it to me. Jehovah gave it to me.
Yeah, Jehovah give it to us. How you doing?
Cannot take it from me. Nobody can take it. Jehovah gave it to me. Not even the devil cannot take it from me. No.
Yeah, the devil himself cannot take it from me. I'm seeing my man Lawrence James. What's up? Thanks for following the show. Hey, Mother Maple City, welcome aboard our national finance man. That's Ernest Fowler is following the show. And I have the great Jackson Camo is following as well.
Nobody can take it. Jehovah gave it to me. Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me. You cannot take it from me. Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me.
Yeah, you can't take it from me. So while you are here, voice the sound is yours, but share the link. The people can't take it from us.
Yeah. Fire! Fire! Holy Ghost!
Yeah, the Holy Ghost fire, come and fire the people.
Holy Ghost, not fire. Consuming fire.
Yeah, I thought Holy Ghost is supposed to be your good team, but Holy Ghost come and fire people. Wow.
Holy Ghost, not fire. Fire. Consuming fire. It's the ocean tower.
Yeah, the minister said the Holy Ghost fire can consume you. When something consumes you, you're gone.
The righteous run in there, I say, I am saved in the name of Jesus. He is my shepherd. Nobody can touch my life. Nobody can touch what I do.
Yeah, nobody can touch my life. Nobody can touch what I do.
Mighty man of war, Jesus. He has blessed my life. He has blessed my life. No one can take my blessings. No one can take my joy.
Nobody can take our blessings, our joy, our happiness. Everything gonna stay with us.
Jehovah gave it to me. No one can take my joy. Take it from me. Nobody can take what the Lord has ever given me.
I want to welcome my man Alexander Slawian. I don't know whether he contests in 2023, but you know, when the Lord gives it to you, nobody can take it from you.
No one cannot take it from me. Nobody can take it. Jehovah gave it to me. He gave it to me. Cannot take it from me. Jehovah gave it.
Yeah, Jehovah gave us Sinoe County, and Sinoe County will be ours. Jehovah gave her Liberia, and Liberia will be ours. Nobody can take it from us.
Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me. Jehovah gave it to me. You cannot take it from me. Jehovah gave it to me.
All right,
You
Jehovah. Yeah, you can take it from the minister. Yes, that's a new track there by our own minister, our sister, multi-talented lady, Minister Olivia Sua, an actress, producer, caterer. You know, she got multiple talents. You know, if you want something going on for you, wedding, you want somebody to get the hall embellished for you, that's somebody you can call Minister Olivia Sua. She can preach as well. You know, when you want the Holy Ghost fire to come and consume you, just call her. All right, so welcome to Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dark Side Pool, the Esoteric, coming to you live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania, these United States of America. Thanks to all of you that are joining me. Don't hesitate to share the link for us. You can also follow us on YouTube. We are live there right now as well. On YouTube, we go by the name Madison Freeman. And yes, you can watch the show from your big screen TV. All right. Okay, let me get into the show yet again. Let me recognize these special people that are joining me so far. I recognize Reverend Jackson Camo already. I'm quite sure. Somebody calling from Houston here. I'll call you back. I'm on the show right now. Deccan T, mommy, thank you for joining the show. Share the link. My man Lawrence James, welcome aboard. Mother Maple City, welcome aboard. Ernest Fale, thank you for following. My man again, Alexander Tote, no, not Tote, Slewion. Margie Smith, how are you? Chair lady, welcome aboard. And don't hesitate to share the link again. You know, people are watching on a cover. They don't want to hit that so they can watch. They can just hit the speaker and listen to Dr. Airport Esoteric, which is fine too. The fact of the matter is the message is going to getting across, and that's what matters. All right, so tonight, if you're out there celebrating your birthday, we want to say happy birthday to you. Wish you many more years. So my man CDC, Congress for Democratic Change. I think today or yesterday celebrating his birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you, brother. His other name is Boko Sawi, I think something like that. All right, let's see. We'll go into our talking points, what we have for you tonight on the show. You don't want to miss it. It's a very interesting show tonight. You know, I've been away for a little bit. And so when I come back, I'll bring you the latest from Sinoe County and the diaspora. How you doing, man, Mr. James Panto? Mr. Panto, welcome on board. All right, let me not leave the honorable out. All right, just give you a quick reminder here. The USAA 2022 National Convention is in 3 months, okay? And so the National Convention, if you are not in the know, I want you to mark your calendar. The 2022 National Convention of the United Sarpo Association in the Americas is August, okay? August 4th weekend. That will be the convention in North Dakota. And so like the day now, the members out there, I think we showcased the hall the other time. The hall is ready for the National Convention. The members over there, they are massively mobilizing. I'm told the fabric also available now. You can purchase your fabric. I asked a question in the chat room. The question wasn't answered, and so I'm not quite sure what we should advertise it, but my question wasn't answered, so I can show the fabric to you. But the fabric's out right now, $50 a piece. Very beautiful fabric. You don't want to miss out on it. I'm making sure get mine and my wife so that we will be there for the convention. As usual, that's another way of supporting the agenda of the organization, buying the fabrics and stuff like that. It shows uniformity, and it shows our uniqueness. So make sure and get your fabric. Call your chapter leadership on the national level. Call the chair lady, Margie Smith. You can call the president, anybody, or Winnie Massaquoi, those people. You will get those people to contact to get your fabric. I'm told they are running out now. So if you want to get your share now, want to be part of it, call immediately and get your fabric from the lady. The queen was here the other time because the fabrics, they were in short supply. They just have to give a few to carry. I'm honest. I was also told that they ordering more. More fabrics are on the way. President Kolo, welcome aboard. So this convention will be fantastic. My man, Alexander Slewion, I'm inviting you to be there. Come to the convention and see how we do it. The organization will mean business. And so that's how we want to start the show, to give you the reminder. We'll be doing this as we get closer, but it's like 3 months away, and so we don't want to procrastinate. We don't want to keep the information, and so people are, oh, I don't know, you guys did not tell us, when the convention will be. So August 4th weekend will be the convention in Fargo, North Dakota. So lock that date in, make sure that weekend is secure. You don't want to plan something on that weekend. Yeah, you will be missing out on major things. All right. That's something we want to start a show with tonight. This one is a breaking news. Again, the minister is doing something. She multi-talented. I told you so. Our breaking news sign will be ready sooner rather than later. She did a demo, and I love that. And so the next time we come on the show, you will get our breaking news. But here's the first breaking news we are getting. USAA gets $31,974.37 from the Sarpo Embezzlers Association. All right. This is the first time in our UU. I can say in the history of Liberia, I'm staying to be corrected, but this is my first time for people to embezzle. Okay, let's deal with that B word first. Embezzlement is when people entrust their asset, their resources to you. They give it to you to keep it, to maintain it, to protect it, make sure everything is secure. And then you use that opportunity to eat the people money. All right, that's embezzlement. So people entrust their property to you, they give it to you, put it in your care, and you use that opportunity to eat the people money. That's embezzlement. All right. So I'm not going to hatch history. At least people that are following right now, and they are conversant with the massive corruption and that occurred under the previous president, Mr. Green Cordiglio. The people we entrusted in with our account, nearly 200,000 United States dollars. And because the man had asset in the team, they had asset to the account, so they decided to steal our money. That's a fancy word, so they call it embezzle. And so the embezzlers, the first time in the history of the USAA, under the watch of President Francois, as you have said, President Myers has made history again. This is a major, major milestone. For a leader to go after a corrupt person and get some money back. She didn't get all, but at least we got something back. The goal was to eat the people money and beat their chest. And so in keeping with the mandate of the General Assembly, they said, President Myers, we put you in charge and we want you to go after our asset. You and the board of directors, make sure and get our resources. Well, she wasn't successful in getting everything, but she did not come home empty-handed. She brought something back. All right. So this is the major milestone again on the part of President Francois Myers. So you can tell that this lady is a leader. Once you give her a responsibility, rest assured that responsibility will be implemented. All right. And that's what she has shown. She started the process. She took the issue to the people, say, go to court. And she did that. And then now she has returned home with something. So $31,974.37 came back in our cover. All right? That's a huge, huge accomplishment, especially our people, our elders, the young people. People that they are not members of the organization that we send letters to come and support our agenda. These people had earned resources. People had the audacity, the unmitigated audacity to say, we'll eat the money. Nothing. God's land did it, and they went with impunity. So why you want to come after me too? All right. So President Meyer said because Gosling and other people did it in the past, you can't do it too and go unexposed or without facing the law. And so Madam President Clarke Myers, she took those people to court and she get us on the back. So our children, the children back home, the people they abandoned, they went there lately. They did not get one copybook to you. They did not buy one rubber slipper from Walmart. No. They did not give you one candy. We call it latte pop here in America, but we call it, they got different in toffee. When I beginning, we're coming out the toffee. They don't give you one toffee to lick. And so President Myers, in conjunction with the board of directors, powerful board members, headed by Chairman Dr. Farleyson, they pursued the Sarpo Embezzlers. Yes. Even in Liberia, the senator of Sinoe County, now senator, he was superintendent, he was sitting senator as a matter of fact. When they took him to court, he was declared guilty. Damn, that man did not pay. But in the United States of America, the president of the United Sarpo Association, President Francess Clarke Myers, she said, our people, the hard-earned money you get, you will not, the people they will not eat everything. I will make sure you get something back. Madam President, that's the meaning of Iron Lady. A real Iron Lady. And what we call Iron Lady. She did it. Thank you, Madam President. This milestone will live on forever. From generation to generation. The few greedy elements, they will leave their own bank accounts and will come to group money and they will eat the money and they will dance on Facebook. And while people are suffering and they are doing photo ops, anything, they will tease the people. The other day we talk about Schadenfreude. Joy, you get joy from other people's suffering, for other people's misery. And that's what the people believe in. They came with a motive. They came with a mindset. Gosling, other people, they ate the money. And we too, we are looking at not less than 100,000. We got near the 200,000. We're dancing the money. When we want to go to North Dakota, we say we want presidential allowance. When we want to go to somebody living room in Minnesota, we say we want presidential allowance. Even though when they were going to Liberia, they're going time, we don't see no presidential budget sent for allowance. No. But by then, when it was part of the union, anytime the guy won't go urinate, he won't go pee-pee, I want president. You don't have to pay me. You got to pay me to go into the bathroom. I need a 5-star hotel. Right now, my honey, you are wanting yourself a 5-star hotel to the next convention. These are the things the brother were doing. While our people are suffering, our children, they are not in school. The schools are dilapidated in Sinoe County. And so the brothers were dancing. Their bellies are growing while our people are becoming malnourished back home. Oh, yes. They're making them happy. They will come on Facebook and dance. Some of them, they call themselves mothers. They said they are lifesavers. They save lives. But when somebody child got killed, they'll be on Facebook and dancing. Okay, you say you are a lifesaver. I'm going to save lives now. But then somebody's child is dead. But you are dancing. These are the people we have. They support bad things. At least in the midst of the evil, we got a decent leader. The woman say, our people, our mother there, that some of them that doing live in, they're selling that summer crop, they take people rubber plastic there over here to sell, to get something in their pocket. Some of them will take their little welfare money and say, okay, my children, you're pulling in the back, you'll do something so you'll help our children. Say somehow we didn't go to school, so our children bound to they go to school. Yes. We shouldn't kill their potential. You use my little saving. You put it in the account. You do something with it. And somebody will come with that mindset and eat the people money. And so they thought they could eat everything. But then the Cleopatra says, no, we got to get something. So we got $31,974.37 back. Let me show you the evidence, because that's what we call this show an evidential platform, right? So we got to show you the evidence what we are talking about, what the president did. We'll just show you the numbers on the screen and say, oh, where is the evidence? Okay, let's show you the evidence. All right, let's share the evidence with you. And that's what we do here. All right, this is the evidence. You know, the people that a law firm, the people who contracted with the third party to hold the money when the guys were fighting. And so, yeah, it's it. Hopefully it's flashing up on your screen. So April the 8th, today is the 12th, right? A couple of days ago, they sent our check. All right, USAA, all right, attention, they sent it to our treasurer. Zarzar Donaldson, okay? They got information and everything there. Reference United Sarpo Association in Americas versus Cole, Grain, Gidio, et al. And you know that are members of the Embezzlers Association or dancers. Whatever title you want to get there is up to you. Hennepin County, code file number, everything here. All right. We started the journey. We kept updating you, and so it is our job to give you the final stage of the process. And that's why Voice is saying we are here to get it. When we get the money down, and we'll hide it for you. No, we got to show it, share it with you, so you can be part of it. Because from the beginning you were being part of it, and now let's show you what we got back. You got to be part of it. So they say, greetings. Please find enclosed a check made payable to USAA in the amount of $31,974.37, which represents payment in full pursuant to the settlement agreement reached in the above referenced case. Sincerely, Anna, whatever that name is, Paralegal, Zellman and McGinnis, PLLC. We defined those words in the past, and we are not going there again. So our lawyer here, the CCO, Simon Spector, you know, that the lawyer that was kind of advocating for us here. All right, so you see, yes, the check, everything is available here. Voice of Sinoe, we are here to give you everything so you can see it. No, nothing hiding. The Union Honor President Francis Clarke Myers, headed by the board of directors, is transparency, accountability. We give you everything. Nothing. They will go somewhere, somebody will go dance, and they can't buy no financial report. They say the bill, message quarter or Palava Huts, no financial report, nothing. How did you spend the people money? You got to tell us. But no, they don't want to. Because when they do it, question will come out. They don't want to be asked questions. So now they will say, oh, you know, build a message quarter or may report. And then the major part of the report will be missing. The financial portion of it will be absent. What are you hiding? You will say, oh, I get a key to the other person. I get a key. The other person get a key to the other person. But the major part of the report, which is the finance aspect, that whole page is blank. It's white. What are you hiding? We don't know. And that's why the union say, you know, we want change. You know, that want to replace the guy. All right. So here's your check. $31,974.37 is right here. It's in words and everything here. Old National Bank Lawyers Trust. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. We want to say congratulations to the chairman of the board of directors, Honorable Farlington, President Myers, the whole team, all the members of the board. Thank you for your support. That's what we need. We need some sort of accountability. Somebody should be held accountable, because that's the new Liberia we want to see. That's the new Africa we want to see. People, each of us should be held accountable for what we do. You know, so the first time in the history of the United Sarpo Association in Americas, for people to steal and for us to get money back for no people. It's the first time under the watch of President Francis Clarke Myers. Congratulations. Thank you, guys. Great job. We are here to blow the trumpet when you perform great. You do a wonderful job. We will come here and give you the desired, the laudation that you deserve. Of course, when you proceed unethically, of course, you will be bashed ethically. All right. So this is the voice of Sinoe. Congratulations again to the president and the team. We appreciate you. Now the history has been set. Our children will get some sort of relief back home. Ali will get some money in our covers in addition to what raised. Something will be done for our people back home. All right. So I want to say the co-chairman of the board, Honorable Botu Jawi, thank you. Thank you. The chairman of the board, Mr. Farley, the secretary of the board, Mr. Milton Shigbe, Honorable Maya Turi, thank you. Honorable Peasley Jar, thank you. Hopefully I'm not missing somebody. Honorable Obaku Yima, our former president, thank you so much. So honorable member, Mr. Kula in Minnesota, I want to say thank you. You guys did a wonderful job. If I don't call your name, it's now on purpose. So I want to say thank you so much for supporting the executive to get us something in the covers. Thank you so much. All right. And that's something that we wanted to flag to you. I'm watching. A great job. Thank you. Thank you. The prayer man. I'm watching, Mr. Modible. Thank you for watching. Mr. Milton Shibber, the secretary of the board. Great news for us getting some of our money back. The records will remain with these guys for years to come. That's so true. Characters matter anyway. We all set an example for the first time in the history of any not-for-profit organization in the United States. That's so true. Thank you so much, Grace Clement, over there from the secretary of the board. All right, let's switch gear to something else. That's what happening right now in the U.S. USAA, to be specific. Now, let's see. I think I did a convention. I did a reminder already. If you were not here from the beginning or after the show, you can still watch and see what we said about the convention. All right, so let's see. Let's go to Sinoe politics. Let's do Sinoe politics here. It's a voice of Sinoe. So elections coming and see what the politicians are doing or say in Sinoe County right now. Okay, so the first one here. We want to look at the political Gandhi of Sinoe County, Honorable Matthew Zarzar. Recently had another successful meeting with the citizens of Sinoe County. So Honorable Zarzar's 2023 senatorial bid endorsed by the Wedjah people. All right. So it's a major voting block in Sinoe County, the Wedjah people. And so the honorable lawmaker, Honorable Zarzar, who is coming as the incoming senator for Sinoe County 2024, he will be the senator for Sinoe County. So he has been meeting with different cross sections of citizens in the county, from the county. So he met with the Jipo people the other day, met with the former lawmaker, Mr. McCauley. No, that's not him. Sorry. Mr. McCauley, he met with him, former lawmaker for electoral district number 2. He met with him. It was a great reception. The people, they were enthusiastic to have met on Zarzar, and they pledged their unflinching support to Honorable Zarzar. All right. So now the consultation continues. Okay. So the lawmaker met with another major voting block in Sinoe County. All right. Let me show you these numbers right here to see how important. Hopefully the goddamn numbers are reflected. If not, then so Wedjah. All right. You say the Wedjah people. So again, this is the 2018 or 2008 census report here, the numbers that they gave us. So you see the Wedjah people here, right? They got total votes, 4,061. All right, so there's a major voting block in Sinoe County. So 4,061 persons from this area of Sinoe County. So the Wedjah people, their pledged their full support to Honorable Zarzar. All right. So you can see victory is fast approaching in Sinoe County, right? That's why these numbers are very important in the various sections in Sinoe County. When they give that support, you don't overlook it. So the 4,000 persons already, they are in the political bank on Zarzar. All right. And you can look at the rest of the people, the sections in the county. So if you look at like the Sincom Bell, they got 7,000 votes. Those votes are scored going to Honorable Zarzar. Sanquan District, number 1, number 2, 3. These votes, they are coming to Honorable Zarzar, like Pinetown, 2,000 votes. I mean, all these different areas. You know, the Depot people the other day, they endorsed Honorable Zarzar. And so you're talking about like 7,000 votes over here, almost 8,000 votes. You know, so from the local things, 2023 election, Sinoe County next senator is Honorable Zarzar. All right. So right now, people are going all over the place, which we will come to shortly. But now let me show you what the office wrote for Honorable Zarzar office, right? The communication they sent out. Let me share that with you. All right, when they met with the people. All right, this is the communication from the office of Honorable Zarzar here. The chief of office staff wrote this. And so let me see what I can make it a little bigger. I can read it right now, but you know, for other people, I don't know whether you can read it. Okay, so it's big enough now. So this is the Oliver W. Bard is the chief of office staff for Honorable Zarzar COS. And so he said Honorable Matthew G. Zarzar meets with Wedjah citizens in Monrovia, expresses his desire to run for the senatorial election in 2023 and seeks the support of the Wedjah people, right? And that's the title of this communication. So this was written April the 9th, 2022. Honorable Matthew G. Zarzar met with the Wedjah people in Monrovia at the residence of Mr. Harris Kama in Iron Factory, Ghana's-Vale. The Honorable Lawmaker praised the Wedjah people for being one of the consistent sections among the Sarpo ethnicity that has always supported him since the demise of Honorable Nelson Waba. He used the occasion to inform the Wedjah citizens in Monrovia regarding his next political move in Sinoe. As the honorable man and team planned to tour the county in the coming days, he thought it is prudent to solidify his basis before going out to seek or encourage our communities to support his senatorial bid. The honorable lawmaker spoke about some efforts he has been making in the community, including the SEMPIC, I would say that the SEMPIC project, the World Bank sponsored project, which he was instrumental in carrying out development in some parts of his district. He negotiated the rehabilitation of the farm to market road projects from Canaan to Queertown to Manantown in Wedjah, which included the construction of the bridge linking Gatic and Flan towns. Okay, so the Honorable is doing some work in that place. The operationalization of the Wakaba statutory, which has created in 2005 by the late representative. Today, this district has created employment for many citizens from Wedjah and Wakaba or Kabade. All right, Mr. Hamilton W. Sludgew, one of the spokespersons of the Wedjah people in Monrovia, welcomed and thanked the honorable man for the visit, but stressed or stated that political support should be reciprocated. He said that it is true that the Wedjah people have always supported you, Honorable Zarzar, but Wedjah is one of the underdeveloped community in Sinoe. Okay, so let us emphasize on that a little bit. The honorable man has been doing some work over there using his own resources. All right, he has advocated so many times, especially before the CDC government came to power. Honorable Zarzar, they sent over $4 million to Sinoe County under the superintendentship of Milton Theater, and they ate the money. And so when when you talk about Zarzar, Wedjah is one of the underdeveloped, is because Milton Theater is a tribalist or he's a sectionalist, right? So when the money was sent to him as a superintendent, instead of evenly distributing the money among the different sections, the man marginalized certain areas in Sinoe County. And that's why the Wedjah bill is underdeveloped, because you have to understand the lawmakers, they are not the ones that undertake projects, right? Their job is to advocate, to lobby for fundings to go to the county. And so on, Zarzar played that part. He plays part, superbly. But because we have the sectionalists, a senator or let's say superintendent at the time, so the money was going in his pocket, he's building personal schools and radio stations and abandoning our people. All right, so when the people emphasize that it's not the fault of Zarzar, he plays part. And besides that, Honorable Zarzar did not sit down after the guy ate the money. He reported the man. So it is called providing oversight. And so still he provided oversight, and TIJ was taken to court and he was later declared guilty. All right, so the lawmaker has been a wonderful man in the county. And that's one of the reasons why the Namapo people or the Wedjah people are supporting him. All right, so he went on to say, he said that it is true that the Wedjah people have always supported you, Honorable Zarzar, but Wedjah is one of the underdeveloped community. It should be communities in Sinoe. You have to look at our community and reciprocate the support we have always given you, which Honorable Zarzar has been doing. All right? The records are there. You can look at them for yourself. If money goes to the county, it is now the onus, the responsibility of the local leaders to proportionally send the money out to the various communities for development. But hey, if you have a divisionist, a man who carries hatred in your heart for certain people, of course, certain people will be marginalized, and that's what happened. And that's why we are making sure that that sectionalist is fired. We will support you, but don't forget about Wedjah, which he has not. Mr. Blotawe Chemwe, the acting chairman and the presiding during the meeting, thanked the honorable man for visiting with the Wedjah community. He narrated the role he played in 2010 and 2011 when Honorable Zarzar was running for the senatorial race in 2011, but felt frustrated or disappointed when the honorable man withdrew from the race. Okay, again, people, this one, yeah, they are blaming the honorable, but you have to understand this. Yes, that incident it is frustrating to most people, and it remains people are still disenchanted about it. But get this, African politics is not like Western politics. When the people want you, go for it. But sometimes when you have evil people in power, if you have somebody, the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who orchestrated the war in Liberia, who financed the war for Charles Taylor to kill people, 250,000 human beings, and left our children to be psychologically damaged right now, physically impaired. They call them Zokos and Zokis and different names right now. When you have somebody like that to be the president of a country, and the person is saying, I want you to sit back, that's something you have to give second thought. If that woman can support Charles Taylor, or she can head a war and kill 250,000 people, come on, you can't challenge that person easily. You can't go against the order of that person. It's a difficult thing. So the man was in a serious quandary for the key player in the war. The woman who wrote in your own book, her book, they called it Child Will Be Great. And that greatness is to sponsor war. And so when this person says that, get out, It was tough for Mr. Zarzar. And that's why, but there should not be a reason to protest against him. No. When you do that, then you are taking Sinoe County backwards. Because that means the man who abandoned Wedjah, Sinkom, Kabade, Putu, Bayen, Buto, Moreville, the various areas, like you say, Bongo Jide, Tatue, those different areas, for which right now, only unification town the man sees in Sinoe County. All right? And now what do people abandon? So when you protest against this man, it means that you don't want our children to get education. Because the Sinoe Community College we have right now in Sinoe County, it's because Honorable Zarzar there. They let Mabutu and those people that made us to get community college right now. Whereas the man who stole our money, the man is building private school for himself. When our children can afford to attend school because he carried the thing on, he said, as a matter of fact, no Liberian dollars in my school. It's US dollars. How many of our people can afford US dollars in that place? So when they can't afford it, they put it outside. That's the only school he has. When you listen to him, the man will say, I built palava hot on the side. I built another chicken hot on the other side. What can you do with these things? And so when you put there, that's what he will be doing, because he wants to be the only educated man. That's the same way we have the other guy in our community here in the US. They want to be the only educated people. And so they will not provide higher education. They will fight for students not to get scholarship. And that's the man you put there. So let us put Honorable Zarzar back, at least taking from the representative position and carrying to the Senate, which I'm quite sure, I'm positive you will do that. So the people in here, they say we narrated the role, he narrated, which is Mr. Chambe. He narrated the role he played in 2010. We want to say thank you, Mr. Chambe. And we want you to repeat that effort again. If you gave a protest vote, that protest vote will be detrimental to future generations. I'm not saying generation, I'll say generations. Because this guy right now, you gave him 9 years, and you can see what he's doing. He hasn't sponsored one decent bill. No. He sponsored a bill to exacerbate rape in the country. He sponsored a rape bill. That's the kind of thing the man can sponsor. Sponsor a bill to annex people land, the single people land. After he said Boko district, when the people got confirmed, the man said, you know what? I want to amend Boko district. And that's the kind of man you'll be putting there. How many of our children are going to school in Sinoe County on TIG's scholarship? You will be breaking with one man. You bleeding. You get, I just show you the statistic of Sinoe County. The number of people that are in Sinoe County. I showed that to you not too long ago. I'll show it to you again. These are the numbers of people in Sinoe County. The total, let me take my local down so you can see the total number of people. So 102,391 persons in Sinoe County. Out of that number, they just get one person university scholarship to go to Rwanda. Come on, it's called tokenism. The guy is pretending. He didn't want to, oh, you know, I didn't get any, Sarpo passing scholarship. So he's using that. Since the guy is from Kamuta, he built one palava hut, so you will use that as a campaign talking point. Is that why you want one person among 102,000 plus person and get one person scholarship? That's why you want to be at a campaign message? That's why you will vote for this guy? No. No. And so the communication says here in closing. So Mr. Chamber, again, we want to ask you to maintain the support. We appreciate what you are doing or what you did for Mr. Zarzar in the past. We want you to repeat that. So he narrated the role he played in 2010 and 2011 when Honorable Zarzar was running for the senatorial race in 2011, but felt frustrated or disappointed when the honorable man withdrew from the race. We hope those same factors that caused you to withdraw in 2011 will not play this time, he said. All right. No, we can't repeat his story here. No. He, however, explained the challenges faced by the Wedjah people and reminded the honorable man to do more to help the Wedjah people. At the end of the meeting, Wedjah people agreed, okay? Wedjah people agreed to give their blessings and unflinching support. When you say unflinching, they are not even bapping their eye, they're not even thinking, that means full support. They gave their blessings and unflinching support to the senatorial bid of Honorable Zarzar. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And so, 2023, all right, 4,000 persons already. They are in the political bank of Honorable Zarzar already, all right? By the way, you don't know Honorable Zarzar? Yes, the lawmaker that we are talking about here, the man who has done a wonderful job and still doing a great job in Sinoe County. And this is the man that is coming to be the senator of Sinoe County, 2023. And the people are now giving a support holistically, unflinching. We say unflinching, they are not even thinking, I mean, it's finished. Fully, they're giving a full support to the man. All right. So that's the visit of Honorable Zarzar with the Wedjah people. They endorsed the man fully. Now let's go to something else that I want to talk about on Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. All right. The Sinoe County, let me remain Sinoe County here for a second. All right, so this one I call politicians are crisscrossing Sinoe. What are they saying? You know, the politicians now is election nearing period. You know, people, they want the people votes now. And so the people will be making all these ridiculous promises. I will build the skyscrapers that you are seeing beyond Docks Ayopo right now. That is skyscraper that they say they're coming build for the people in Sinoe County. That the promises some of them making right now. We're going to build highways, Milton TIJ and Bakube Highway in Sinoe County. We can see it. And they are still making more promises. Last, like Jesus, I will turn water into wine. No, as a matter of fact, I will turn rock into wine. That's what they're telling the people right now. As a matter of fact, I will make sure the sea in Sinoe County will build a new city on the sea. That's what someone is saying right now. They're all over the place. They go in those remote villages and towns and lie to our people. That's what they are doing right now. So the politicians are crisscrossing Sinoe County right now. And I will tell you some of the things that they are saying. Some of them right now, they are working on lapas. The people are putting the palm branches down for them. They are working on it. And it reminds me of the story of Jesus. The people say, Messiah, Messiah, Messiah. They put a lapa down and later on they say, crucify him. And so some people, they are suffused with elation. When the people are putting the lapa down, you know, those are that grew up in the village, I always say this, because I'm a village boy or man, if you like. When the rat or the mouse, when you're sleeping at night, eating your feed, they can't just go there and start plant ethics in your flesh, right? You'll start doing it. So our people, they want the politicians to give the money that they've been eating back to them, you know. So they will put a lapper down. They say, you know what? Let many people be comfortable. Let's put a lapper down. Let's sing for them. That one will go in the booth there and they will decide. They will not be there for us. They will not be there with us, I mean. So let us just do what we can do right now to get our share. Because when we put them there again, when election time getting closer, that time they will come back to us. So let's dance right now. Let us share the little thing that they get right now with us. And so the guys are crisscrossing Sinoe County right now. You got Representative Creighton Donkey on the other side with something where they're on the other side. The Crow man, Milton TJ and group, they are on the other side. And they are making all the promises. Right now, as soon you make me represent senator again, I will electrify the whole of Sinoe County. Even though they gave him money before, there's a project called Greenville Electrification Project. They gave Senator Teje money to electrify the biggest city in Sinoe. And the man could not do it in 5 years. And left our county dark, our city dark. And the supporters who wrote on Facebook, they wrote and said, you know, since we did not do the Greenville electrification project, Senator Teje is bringing 500 solar panels to electrify Common Town. That's what we're breaking now. Up to now, those Chinese solar panels, they have not arrived. And so the people, they have made a lot of promises to you, and they are coming again. They are crisscrossing. I am here. I know you listened to me in the past. And I'm sanguine. I'm optimistic. I'm confident you will listen to me again. Let us teach Teje the lesson. Teje brought his stooges in the past, and you taught them a lesson. All right? He brought Kolo, who burst somebody's eye and started electoral violence in Sinoe County 2017, and you taught him a lesson. Otelo Kojo, the Ghana man, who was sent to school by Honorable Zarzar, because man, a benevolent man, he said, I believe in Pan-Africanism. You know, let me help my brother out. And so after that, the man, after getting education, he joined Koro Teje. And so Teje wanted to talk Otelo Kojo to the people 2 times. And the people rejected Kojo. Teje carried Joseph Boyka to the people and said, you know, this is the man I want, all the B-52. And Joseph Boyka did not get 2 votes in Sinoe County. I can name other people. Some of them get 88 votes. Teje supported all those people. Ladies and gentlemen, the man himself is now coming. You know, they call it, you can say he's taking people to the slaughter hall right now. Right now, the man is coming into the Democratic slaughter hall right now. All right? Slaughter the man. I mean, I'm talking about electorally, all right? Use your ballot box and day out. Decapitate the man with your ballot. Now with machete, now with gun, now with stick. No. Do so with your ballot. Liberate yourself. Any attempt, I'll repeat that again. Right now, you are seeing what Teje is doing to you. He got 9 years. You give it to him. And the only thing the man can point out is about Radio Kigali, my radio station, where I can preach travel listening, naked travel listening in Sinoe County 24/7. I think I can show. I built my private school, where when you can pay US dollars, I'll put you outside. Now what Teje has to, I mean, he builds on unnecessary structures, which Palava huts in Sinoe County. The Palava huts I tell you can be naming. If the man has said school, I will be your prisoner man. But the man, every day you brag, I built Palava hut in the other session. Town hall in the place. Guess what? Our children are not in school because town hall can educate people. Palava hut can educate people. Is that why you want a game? No. It's a psychological game here. Keep the man ignorant and suppressing. Now what Teje on? So if you want to be suppressed, then Teje is your choice. When you get that man another 9 years, you finish Sinoe County. The man from Boca District now will be different thing. You start calling people criminals, even though he is the criminal in Sinoe County. You will declare guilty. So he's a criminal. So the criminal now is crisscrossing Sinoe County. All right. And lying to the people. He's lying right now. I'll play a little bit of his speech today so you can listen to him. And I'll play the other one, Jesus entering Jerusalem. You'll see the people there. They're putting lapa down and the people are dancing. And I look at the people and I say, wow. Wow. And you are dancing in this condition? The people are in? You are dancing? Anyway, again, it's a trick by the people. They won't get something to their children and eat for years or for days. You know, they're hungry. So they say, okay, let's do something that get something from some of the people that here. because they can put in the budget some money for themselves, constituent visit, we can see the money. So send it a year right now, let's do something to get something from them. And then we'll go in the booth down, then we'll tell them who get a real power. And that's what they are doing right now. So don't be too excited. You got the people did it before. We got people like Robert Shelley put people online because his mother, they had a bank, and so the man will put people online and share money with them. And what TJ is doing right now, the money the man stole, TJ dividing money right now in Sinoe County. I get 150,000 Liberian dollar. We converted what at $900. That's somebody with 2 weeks paycheck is nothing. So that plenty of money. You say, oh, I get 150,000. I would have divided. You guys can do it because when you divide, it's nothing. Or whole city and get somebody. $900. I can't even buy me a pair of shoes. I won't buy a Gucci pair of shoes right now. $900 can't buy me that. So you give it to a whole time, beat your chest. Oh, I gave you a plastic chairs. And I said, why is it that the guy keeps insulting the intelligence of our people? Plastic chairs? Is that what the people go for? Plastic chairs in the 21st century? And somebody beating your chest? I give plastic chairs right now. I get generator. Even though you're supposed to electrify the whole county, you abandon that. They gave you millions of dollars. And the man go get generator to people. It's an insult to the people. The man is insulting our people. And you have this big, I don't know, something gigantic, and you take a crumb from it. They got to all the money and so you carry generator to the people. Generator that can supply 2 houses. No. That's what the people go for. Get them plastic chairs that can cost $100 US. No, that was good. So our people, you need real development in our county. And for real development to come, you need to take that TJ man from there. And I know you will do it. Because we have to redeem the image of Sinoe County. A man that was the spokesperson for Charles Taylor, who murdered 250,000 people. The spokesperson. And you rewarded that man with a political position. And the man did not change. The man will be on radio and tell your children, oh, the county development fund should not be used to educate your children. And like you're saying, the same song that I was singing, you killed my pa, you killed my ma, I will go for it. That's why you're dead. And it is time to look after your children too. TJ children, they don't deserve, they were not born to want to go to the advanced schools. And for your children to stay in the villages and towns and they go de-go. You need leaders that will put deliberate programs in place. People like Honorable Zarzar. And that's why when Judge Weah wants to send people out of the country, they send Mr. Zarzar to go because they are knowledgeable people. They know what to do. They mean well. They don't send, Judge Weah does not send TJ also because TJ knows nothing but to curse. So when we fire him from the Senate, when we're looking for somebody to curse people, then we call him. Because that's the man, that's a niche. That's the man forte. That's why the man, you got to identify people what they go at. We put a man in the Senate for 9 years. And we can't see any bill. Nothing. No bill. Right now, a supporter, they cry, they say, oh, the man, he won't turn Kamata into a borough, and they blame it on Duncan. The man, the country Duncan, they'll stop the bill, which is a lie. They just lying. Right now, the men are complaining that what TJ is on right now. So they're crisscrossing Sinoe County and lying and giving people crumbs. Crumbs. That's what they're giving our people. What? Did people give you all this money? And you go get the people let's say $900? They change it to Liberian dollars so they can be planted $900. I can go in my account right now and get the money. $900. I'm not a senator or senator of a country. Give $900 to people. And you say, oh, I'll buy rubber chairs. They town hall here that somebody built, and since the person can put rubber chair, I'll buy rubber chairs. I'm like, what? I said, how petty the guys don't think of our people. Rubber chairs. We need, like a theater, like this. Like they should be comfortable, nice sofa, not sunny with air conditioning, everything. The poor theater in our building, he's sweating today. He was a superintendent for that county for almost 6 years. And now he's talking about plastic chairs. That's what he's campaigning on now. So people, the man has started again. Right now, the fake promises he on right now, because the tribal politics he preached first, it's not going to help me this time around. All right? The ethnic politics that made senator, he can't try again. So right now, you'll be giving, some loose dollars here and there, Meanwhile, it's nothing. It's nothing. $900 can't feed your children. They can't. You want to send your children to good school. How many semesters $900 can pay for? Little or nothing. They need feeding, they need uniform, they need shoes, by the time you finish paying, $900 gone. One person, that one man saying giving to a whole town. Or no, not town, towns. Let people divide it. And now a lot of money, no, that's nothing. So let me show you some of the things TJ are doing today. I'll show you a little bit. I'm not playing the whole video. So I can go to something, another important topic that I want to discuss with you. You don't want to leave. All right, let's see the other guy first. Jesus coming to Jerusalem. Let's see the other people there. Let me minimize this. It's a little big. All right, let's see. Let me show you this right here. I need to say something about the video. You see the people, a large number. This is in the district number 2, the tattoo area. I think I don't know the tattoo. Yeah, but you see district number 2. It's Cretan Donkey and Samson Ware, the one there. You see, if you look at the population of the people, right? A lot of them, they are young people. A lot of them. Africa has the highest number of young people in the world, right? See, the young people, they don't have jobs. And the people that are supposed to get the economy going, but they're jobless. So when the politicians, they go there and the people sing for them. How is it that you have this major resource to your advantage and you are not putting it to work? All right? And the people are begging. So they have to sing for the politicians. All right? So now, look at them. Young population. Let's see. What is this thing doing? That's not what I want. All right, let's play the video. All right, that's Representative Cretan Duncan and Samson Ware. And Samson Ware there, Samson Ware and Cretan Duncan, they are in the Jidebo Bell, campaigning. It started already, That's why the guys are on. So let's see. Let me play the other video. It's very short, nothing long. I'm not playing a long video here. Let me share the other one with you. And then we'll listen to Mr. Liar himself. The man can lie. All right, let me play this.
The son of welcome the incoming senator in Honorable Peyton Omer Duncan. As you can see, the ladies from the late Honorable Nangoslo hometown.
All right, so the man was in he was in Nambuslaw's town, right? You see the poor, the lapas down, the men walking on red carpet. All right. I mean, this one I gave Darius they don't credit. You know, when the people pull the lapa down and say, no, don't do that. You know, but you know the guys, they gotta walk on lapa down like Jesus, you know, they come into town. Yeah, but when they left, the people condition is still the same, nothing changed. You know, the people finna put in lapa down, but you know, at least they got a little team from them and stuff like that. So, but that's it. They're visiting right now, and they saying, they're promising, they're making all different sort of promises. Sorry, let me see.
My name is Chin Amanda, but you can. It baffles me sometimes, whereby you see some women, they'll be feeling shy of their body. You have.
Oh, sorry, I think I got something playing at the back here.
Like you're not even proud of yourself.
No wonder. Sorry, guys. I got something playing at the back there. What's going on? All right, yeah, sorry for that. It's a little, you know, another video playing at the back, which I don't want. All right, so that's the lawmakers. They are all over the place right now. They're gonna take water from inside rock and stuff like that. You know, that's what they are telling the people right now in Sinoe. You know, the people don't have access to them, you know, to go to Morovia. So they are working on lapas and different things right now. And that's what they want. Let me depopulate this stuff so I can show you the last video. And I got another talking point that I want to share with you. All right, so now let me play the last video here. Our man Senator TJ, you know, speech today, a little bit of it. I'm not playing all of it, so you can hear it.
I also want to take this time to thank the local leadership of this nearby communities, including obviously Honorable Peter, for the great work that they are doing in Clarke. As we were walking into this building, I was very, very happy to see this structure on Tattoo land.
Okay, you happy about structure, right? He was a superintendent, he did not build it, right? Somebody got to build it for the Tattoo people. I mean, there is something very startling in this video that I want to share with you, all right? There is something that Senator TJ said here. I was like, wow. Listen. Just listen. So, boy, you see, you're happy to see the structure.
And those who build this building, God should bless them, God should give them long life, so that they will move our people. But you can see that after doing this great piece of job, there are still some challenges to make this building the type of building it ought to be to make you happy and happy. I was leading to the county inspection to talk to some of our citizens regarding the quantity of chairs in this big hall. And the feedback that we got is that you have only 57 pieces, 53 pieces of the plastic chairs. A regular one, not a heavy duty one. Before I begin to talk about the ingredients of my comments, I'd like to let you know that we donate a total of 100 pieces of the heavy-duty chairs.
All right, so that chairs good for our people. When they say they were when they talk about education, you will be on radio and say students should not get scholarship. But he gave people plastic chairs. They will modify it, the heavy one, but the plastic chairs you're talking about. I'll get a heavy one. I mean, Treasure can give all the chairs he wants to give right now. Chairs don't make people competitive. No. The things that our people need, the guy turned his back on those things. Schools, hospitals, those things that the people earmarked 74 projects, and the man abandoned them. And you're talking about plastic chairs. You can get 2,000 chairs, TJ. Nobody can compete with plastic chairs. All right? So these things should not move our people. When you sit on a chair and your child is not in school, what good is that chair? When you're sitting, under the Palava Hall or the town hall, whatever you want to call it, and your child does not have food, because he was a superintendent for the county. So it means that he was the governor. And what that means is you create jobs opportunity for the people. So like the governor of Pennsylvania right now, Governor Wolf, what is he doing? Creating jobs opportunity, different things, healthcare, those things. But TJ was in the county, nothing. But the man is now, he's a senator. No one bill to his credit. And the man is talking about he donating chairs because he wants to be a senator again. So he donating chairs to the people. Listen to why he coming to donate again.
The 100 pieces are intended so that when you come here for a meeting, you will sit down and not to stand.
Yeah, that's up. So you can sit down, you will sit down, so you can stand out. That will go for you. All right, take your children are in advanced school, fancy schools right now. No, but our children, our people that know when they go to the meeting hall, so they can sit down on chairs. That will go for them. I thought, given the loud mouth that TJ has, I thought when the guy becomes senator, we will see universities. You will see quota roles all over Sinoe County. People of Sinoe County will be the producer of food. You will see every village in Sinoe County will get electricity. No, nothing. TJ will say, you know what, Carrie Ellen Justice said to my place in Sinoe. When she enters the house, her whole glasses were foggy because the AC, it was beating 24/7. How many of our people can say that in Sinoe County about their houses? The people are in ovens. Now houses, ovens. The town halls that you're building right now, all over the place, talking about no one city fan in it, nothing. The people are in the air condition, when they go for theater. And so that what they do, they play tricks. Since Charles Taylor time, that guys, they have been milking the country. They have been duping our people. And he still wants to continue. No, 2023 is the end of the gingerbread board, okay?
Now, I'm going to appeal to you, as I've been doing to us, is please, when the chairs arrive here, you should use them only within the vicinity of this city hall.
Come on, man. A chair Benny who can be lecturing the people. My man, find something else. If you're talking about 100 students getting scholarship, hey, now you're talking small. Something, or 100 people getting, I don't know. Maybe healthcare or something. All right, now you're talking about chairs, and you want to lecture the people, it should remain in the vicinity of the town hall. That place is not a city, so you can call it city hall in the first place.
If you take them from here when someone is having a birthday party, you take them from here when somebody is having some social function in their houses.
The man even get a chairs here, you lecturing the people. My man, get the chairs first before you tell them you're making your pledge. You told the people already, you told us you're building since last year, January or July. You are building Bekube and Milton TJ Highway in Sinoe County. They not get that one yet. And you want to be donating chair, that donation, you ain't getting them the money, you're making a pledge. And you're lecturing the people how to use the chair already.
It will start breaking and then you will come to square one. So just as I've been saying to other communities, when those 100 chairs are around, look at the city hall. This is the only light that we have here.
Look, you're talking about light? TJ should not be talking about light. I just told you about the Greenville electrification project, right? He left the place dark. And you're talking about this is the only light we have here. How many towns or cities did you electrify in Sinoe when you were superintendent? You had the money. And so these are the people, when they finish eating the people money, then they go there and talk down to them. And they only light ball out here. So you won't get generator now. So that they only light ball out here. These are the terrible leaders we have. They call themselves leaders, but they are not leaders. They are greedy set of people, put their money in their pocket. They go there and talk down to the people. He was a superintendent. I will show you some of the numbers.
No, I'm not sure if it is light bulb, and we do not have sufficient light. But I will talk to the city mayor so that the next time we are back here, we have sufficient lighting in the city hall.
I mean, they got, you can't say nothing impressive to me.
Issue number 3. The vice principal of the...
All these are all promises. So you didn't get nothing to the people. Nothing. These are promises he's making you. This is the man, 9 years, after 9 years in office as senator, now he's going to the people making promises because he wants to be senator. So the people, he wants the people vote again. So now he's making a bunch of promises and you're not giving them anything.
Some of the high school came up here and appeal. He made an appeal that we will have that option to go to school in the night. And I think
after 6 years as superintendent, no school in Sinoe County. Now you're talking about somebody going to night school.
Very good request. It's a very good issue. On the third issue regarding the gas house for Tottenhamville City.
I mean, look at the thing, the man, you calling me weak. Guest house? What about the people's house? The people are living in leaking houses. That bring to your brother here. That guest houses, they building houses for guests. But the people then sleeping in houses, then no roof. But they're thinking about guests all day. No, take care of the people first, sir, before you start talking about guests.
I think it's a very good request. And I want to thank our leader. And the reason our company does project is that it's easier to stand in front of people. All the eyes are on you to say something that you turn out not to be able to do.
Man, those are meaningless projects. We want meaningful projects. Town halls will not make Sinoe County relevant. You can't compete with Nima County with town halls. I mean, so the guy is visionless. He's visionless.
As we speak, there is another guest house project that I'm executing in Cedar.
So, guest house. So the man only after guests. He is not after the people. It's about guests, the strangers. You know, when the strangers go there so they can get comfortable place to relax. And not the people. So that Green Geo brother, yeah. They have no vision. They have nothing good to offer our people.
Senator, I'm in president.
And as I was thinking about the quantity of projects that we go.
Hope the phone is okay. If you have issue with the phone, come and let me know.
involved with a town, the guest are Wedjah in Sinoe. And that's an account if you're ready to listen, and I will continue. I am implementing a guest house project in Sinoe.
Everything is not about guests. It's not about the people. The man does not care about the people. It's about guests. This guy is no different from Green Rio. They only care about strangers and not their people. It's guests, 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 and guests. That's what he cares about. And that's why he wants the people that are supposed to vote for you, instead of doing something for them, then the man building something for guests. So now you have to go call the guests now to vote for you. Because you're not building anything for the people. He said guest houses all over the place.
I do not want to stand here and give you a timetable as to when I will start another guest house project.
All right. So he will not give a timetable this time around, but he wants our votes. Okay. Why you want our votes and you can't do something for us? So the man said, I can give you a timetable. You know, this one here, I will be honest. The first one I told you, I will build him Bakube and Milton Teje Highway. And I feel on that. So, you know, I don't want to promise you this time around. And so this one, I will not put a time on it. But I will I'll build you another guest. Now I say you. You say I'll build guest house for the guests. When they come here so they can relax while mosquito eating the people that you're representing as a senator. The man does not care for our people. He cares about the strangers, the guests, the people that don't live in the county. Those are the people he's campaigning for.
But I will keep that request in an active file. A request from the citizens of Purple, keep it in an active, which I'm not able to. And there were difficulties in 20 Charles to GBL on this land. And today you have GBL.
So you want to take credit for GVL? He did not carry GVL to Sinoe County. He has been fighting a lot of the companies in the county, like the Equatorial Pound Company, for example. Why it left is TJ started land conflict. And how the company left. So he is not there. Right now, it's time for him to lie. Something that he did not do, he will be taking credit for it. Once it is good right now, he will lie to the people he the one did it. So the man is a liar.
The submission has been made to the office of the president as to who should be the commissioner. And we are hoping that in a relatively.
So these are all lies. The man has not done anything for our people. So right now he's making promises. Oh, I send the other one to the president, and the president also sign it, and somebody will be commissioner. Man, next year you go to the ballot box. Now these things you have been done over 9 years. The 8 years you've been in power. What have you been doing? The man just after getting money on radio, I'll play someone a video so you can listen why he has been wasting your time on. All right? And now he's making all these bogus promises. And you think the people are dumb, they were not catching this time around. If you listen to this, if you get time to listen to the whole thing, the man here, he confessed. He confessed that he said, oh, Jefferson Camo, you know, I came here before and you told me to support Jefferson Camo. And I didn't listen to you. I'm disappointed. I betrayed a man. Tell you what to see today. I betrayed Jefferson Camo. And you told the people today, I betrayed a man. I'm here. Please forgive me for betraying Jefferson Camo and not listening to you. Brother, just give the plastic chairs, give all the different promises to the people, and you will see what will happen at the end of the day. You will get the greatest lesson in the history of humanity. 2023. Our people are determined. They will play fool to gain wisdom. Right now, they will do that. They're clapping for TJ, they're dancing for him, they love him. In the real time coming. When they're in the booth, putting the balance in there, TJ will go there and go laugh. He will be there with them. And this time around, we are not only going to be on voice of Sinoe, we'll be on the ground to play the man lies, his speeches, all the lies he had told to our people. Will help our people to educate them. Some of them that he did not tell you today. Let's listen to tell you small. All right. He did not tell you some of these things. For example, let me show you something that the man he did not tell the people today. All the lies that he been putting together over there, making promises, and he did not get a chair. He started lecturing the people how they should use the chair and all those things. Let me play this one for you. All right, give me a second here. Let me open this one and be monitoring it from the side. All right, so this is what the first one that tell you did not tell you today. Let me play this one and listen to him.
Representative from constituency number 3 in Sinoe, Honorable Zarzar. Before Zarzar became a representative, there was no high school outside of Greenville. And through his work, we have a high school in Zarzar.
Am I hearing those?
And I want to thank him for such a brilliant piece of work in our county.
Wow.
I also would like to report.
All right, so he did not tell the people this today. That's something that we're supposed to know. But no, he will not tell the people the wonderful job that Honorable Zarzar is doing. He'll be talking about, oh, I promise you this one. No, we want something that is going on right now. What is educating our people? What is that? He didn't say, I build school. He said, Zarzar built a school. The first high school outside of Greenville. All right. Listen to the man talking about, he can be talking about himself. Listen.
No nominee in the entire Republic of Liberia tell you that I have shown my 5 fingers to some of the posts that in my head. No, no. There is a young one that they will be so disappointed because of my point. No, I have a kind of tradition in my office. I was chairman, which I intend to continue. And that tradition is when I confront with people, I tell them the truth. They are the ones who are giving you this job. But if we don't compare you, you will not do it. Okay. I also have young people behind me that need to work. So by God's grace, we shall continue confirming you because they have the 1 or 2 names. When I put them agree, they are confirmed. They say, please take a move for me. Let me be a PR officer in the agency. That's the reason why I get it. I get that.
Yeah, that's the man. The man telling you corruption, but I get it. I can't deny. The man himself, TJ himself is telling you corruption, but I get it. I can't deny. He did not tell our people today that he got corruption, and he can't deny it. He didn't tell our people. And these are the things we got to tell. The man supposed to tell people the truth. That he is a corrupt man. Corruption, but he got it. He can't deny. Let's listen to some more of TJ. You'll listen to him. You'll listen.
I will not give Patricia Flomo any card. Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Flomo any card. Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Flomo any card. Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Flomo any card.
I mean, the man did not tell us today that he took Patricia's from a car. And he is on tape and telling us he will not give the young lady car to her. He did not tell us that. And these are the things we want to hear. Why did you take the young lady car? You took the lady, I know what the man has serious problem against women. He's a misogynist. He hates females. All right. So he took another lady land inside the county. That is not enough. He went to Lofa County and took Patricia from a car. He did not tell the people today. Listen to TJ.
7 charges against me. 6 of them criminal. 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 7 charges against me. 6 of them criminal.
The man is telling you, TJ did not tell our people this today. These are things we want to hear. The TJ said the government of Liberia levied 7 charges against him, and 6 of those charges were criminal charges. The man did not tell our people today. These are things that we want to know so we can vote properly. We need to vote from an informed perspective. TJ, tell us the truth. 7 charges were put on you, and 6 of them they are criminal charges. The people of Sinoe County, do you want a criminal? The man is telling you himself. 7 charges and 6 of them they were criminal charges. Do you want to elect a criminal? The man that is telling you on tape? You don't want to. You don't want to do that. You don't listen to the man. Don't listen to me. You don't listen to DIJ. And the man I went there today, he didn't tell people the truth. Tell the people the truth so they can vote properly. All right? Listen to him. He get Namodike money. And when you listen to the first one I played, he said, when I was a chairman on that committee, he said was. He used to was. So why they talking for the committee? It's because he took money from Namodike. And then what they're talking about, why he said, when I was the chairman on the committee, autonomous agency. They're talking for that because of the corruption. The man took money from Namodike. Listen to him. Listen to TJ.
I'll tell you this. I am not an angel. I may have made some procedural errors. Now, I'll tell you this. I am not an angel. I may have made some procedural errors. Now, I'll tell you this. I am not an angel. Now, I'll tell you this. I am not an angel. Now, I'll tell you this. I am not an angel. Now, I'll tell you this. I am not an angel. Now, I'll tell you this.
I mean, think about this. The man is saying all these things. I'm not an angel. What is the opposite of angel? I mean, the religious people. It's an evil man, right? So the man telling you, I am not an angel. Are you going to put an evil man in power to be a senator again? The man is on record saying these things himself. TJ himself is telling you these things. So I don't see how anybody will vote for this man. The man is telling you these things. That corruption part, get it, I can't deny. Do you want a corrupt man? The man is confessing. What you can do? He's confessing.
Mr. Zarzar and I shared workplace at the Ministry of Finance. He was there as Deputy Director of the PGA. I was there in some clerical position. In 1980, he was just getting his bachelor's degree. Then, Mr. Zarzar and I shared workplace at the Ministry of Finance. He was there as Deputy Director of the PGA. I was there in some clerical position. In 1980, he was just getting his bachelor's degree.
So, I mean, here the man is telling you, basically giving us the profile of the opposition. The man was the director for BDA. While you were in he was in some clerical position. So we call that corporate janitor. He was the corporate janitor. He was a janitor for Zarzar. They are now on the same level. He said at the time the man got his bachelor degree, they did not tell us what sort of degree he got. He told us, in other words, TJ is telling us he and Zarzar, they are now on the same level. Zarzar is far above him. That's what the man is telling you. So if the man is telling you that him and his opponent, they are now on the same level, why? I mean, come on, why will you vote for this man? The man is telling you the man is far above me. He was a director, and I was in some clerical position. You know, we are not on the same level. That's what the man is basically telling you. All right. So Honorable Zarzar and this man, they are now on the same level. And 2023, I'm glad that the people, they are getting the message. You know, they're getting the message that, you know, this man is not a right man.
Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Fromo any cabinet. Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Fromo any cabinet. Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Fromo any cabinet. Now let me repeat. I will not give Patricia Fromo.
So the man is that a man you want? But I mean, these are just few sound bites are giving you. You know, the man has more. I mean, to give us more. TJ got more. All right. TJ is telling you more. I can give you more of these things. How they got damage our county. You're gonna vote for somebody who sponsor a bill like this? People are saying, county. I mean, this thing, I don't know how to come tell you what to do. I'm just doing this to remind you, nothing new. You know the man already. The man sponsored a bill to make rape the law of the land. The law, the land of Liberia rape to be legal. That the bill the man sponsored. Is that why you vote? You didn't tell our people today. When you are making a speech, you didn't tell our people. This thing got to be told. I mean, at least so that people can decide properly whether they want you or not. You know, but you can't hide this thing from them. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about Duncan. Oh, Duncan, the team, he carried Timor company over there. I mean, the man just consistently lie. He said, oh, you went somewhere and you got a document, but he didn't show the document to us today. You know, Duncan got 12%. The company, okay, assuming that Duncan got 12%. How much left? That's a lot, right? Is that assuming that is true? You know, that means Duncan is giving a lot to the county. He get 100%, and the man will give you 12%, and he takes only 12%, and the rest goes to the people. That's a lot going to the people, right? But anyway, that's Cheche. You know, Cheche makes a story. But he said the man carried a company, and he carried all these things. Now, let's read Cheche history, right? When it comes to Timor and how, I mean, the resources of the Sound County, how he has been, I mean, swallowing the resources, basically. So this is a BBC article. When Taylor fired the man, why Taylor fired him? So he can know why. You know that the man history, I'm not making it to your that BBC wrote an article. Concern over whereabouts of Liberian politicians. Opposition political leaders in Liberia say they are deeply concerned about the fate of a former cabinet minister. Milton Teje was sacked as information minister by President Taylor 2 weeks ago after he criticized government policy on the Timor trade. Okay, the Timor trade, right? You have Timor over there. I mean, imagine another criminal firing another criminal. So that's bad, right? The man already told us, I mean, he's a criminal, right? And another criminal fire him. So that how terrible this guy is. Taylor fire him, all right? So, but he said he criticized Taylor on Timor trade, okay? Timor rings back to you that the logs, you know, they go and carry the companies in here. And man, Taylor, they were cool at the time, right? And so he carried the company there, and he went to a man Taylor and said, you know, Taylor, the company that you carried to Sinoe County to extract the logs, I mean, from the Taiwan Bell, I mean, I want you to give me 60% of the proceeds from the logs, okay? From the companies that will go there, 60%. I want to tell you to Taylor. So Taylor said, well, I can't give you the money. What I want you to do is bring the citizens of the community, bring their representatives here, and we'll get the money to them. Taylor said no. So Taylor said, I'm not getting the money now. And when Taylor fired him, he went on radio now and criticizing the man. When you were in government, you were not criticizing the man. But when it fell apart, when Taylor said no, bring the people or Tajo one, we will give the money to them. The 60% that you are asking for, I'd rather give it to them than to give it to you, the criminal. Because I'm a criminal, I know you. I'm not going to give you the money. So Taylor did not give him the money. And that's why he went and he was criticizing, oh, Taylor taking the land, he's taking our Timors, and taking this one. So you can understand why they fall out, right? So it's not Teja wasn't advocating for the people. He was advocating for himself. Teja did not give him the money, and that's why you were criticizing the man. Teja chased him out of the country. And now what Teja chased him out of the country, and he came to America and committed another crime, and then he ran away and went to Liberia. He can't come back yet again. And that's the man. That's the man, all right? So the history is there. We are not making anything up on Teja. Okay, let's look at some things from his supporters. All right? I show you the document over and over. The GSC report, the 74 projects that the people approved, they gave in $2,646,870 for 74 projects in Sinoe County. Out of the 74, the man undertook 12 projects. Out of the 12, he abandoned 6. And the man, according to the report, only 3 projects were completed. What did he do with the $2 million? We don't know. All right? That's the man that's going to the people right now and moralizing on the people. And he asking the people to vote for him. This is Tajuwon, the player he calls his kingdom. Tajuwon, he instructed the superintendent, Annie Poble, to take 46 persons from payroll. All right, so the 46 persons, they will vote for him. Their family, they got their family, right? The people will vote for him. All right, it's up to the people. All right, this is man. The man's a co-chair on the committee that's supposed to give the citizens of Sinoe County employment opportunity. The man said no, he refused to sign. You can see the document right here. That's Teja for you. That's a man that wants to be our senator. He wants the people to re-elect him. Here is the court verdict. When you are declared guilty for corruption in Liberia. Just Google right now, Senator Teja declared guilty for corruption. All right? Here's the court document. They fined $50,000 United States dollars. He hasn't paid the money up to this point. All right? That's the man. All right? That's the court, the charges they put on here. All right? If you look at the top here, J. Milton Teja, former superintendent for Sinoe County, and Mr. Madonna Williams, former development superintendent, made 8-hour money. They made any joke inside the county. Yeah, the crimes the people put on them: criminal economic sabotage, criminal conspiracy, criminal facilitation, misapplication of entrusted property, and violation of PPCC procedure and processing. If you listen to the audio, Teja saying the people put 7 charges on me, and 6 of them they are criminal charges. That's what you are referring to. These are the charges the man were talking about. 7 charges and 6 of them they are criminal charges. That's what you are referring to when you were talking about. After you called, let me show you this first. Booker District resurfaces in Sinoe County, right? He didn't want his own people to get jobs in Sinoe County. After the people were approved, Teja sponsored a bill, a draft bill, seeking to amend the act creating the single statutory district, Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia. The man is a tribalist and sectionalist, okay? That's the man. Teja guilty for corruption. All right? This is the man. And the man, these are the things you're supposed to tell our people today. He did not tell our people. His own supporters, this is what they're saying about him. The guy he sent to Rwanda, Hugh Bleedy wrote here, what have Teja often told the people of Sinoe in his 5 years leadership? What are his legacies and benchmarks that can be seen? Does he have the leadership ability to lead or an ability to engage into insults, fight, tribalism, sectionalism, gangsterism, authoritarianism, and you can name the rest? That is supported and saying these things about him. So these are the things that the people are supposed to tell you. We will be telling the people. All right? This is the seeing he was bleeding mad. Senator Teja to bring 500 solar panel. He wrote this 2019. Up to now, we can't see the solar panel. The 2 of them on the picture here at the bottom. They keep lying to our people. And the same people they are going by and say, oh, we want the people to elect us. Oh, Teja, keep lying. If you read this, the same Hugh Bleedy man, I'll read this one. It's very interesting. The man took serious shot at Teja. All right? Is it a bigger question we need to ask? There was a debate between him and Elijah Sarr. Is it a bigger question we need to ask Elijah Sarr is how Tajuwon became statutory district? Now the question the man asked, how Tajuwon, now you Bleedy wrote this about Teja, the man are saying to Rwanda for PhD. All right, now what he's saying about Teja. The biggest question we need to ask Elijah Sarr is how Tajuwon became statutory district. Milton Teje used the tyrannical regime of jailed President Charles G. Taylor to illegally seize land that belongs to the peaceful people of Zarzar. All right, now what he's saying, I'll read that again. He said Teje used the tyrannical regime of jailed President Charles G. Taylor to illegally seize land that belongs to the peaceful people of Zarzar. The Tajawan people also illegitimately and maliciously took a greater portion of the Sakwan people land, which today gave birth to Tajawan Statutory District. All right? That Teje man and talking these things, he won't support us. I didn't want to say these things. All right? So we just want to just give you a little bit, the tip of the iceberg, the lack of justice in Liberia. Over here, they say anybody who violates, right? Any person who contravenes any portion, the act that Teje contravene, that they add here, any provision of this act commits an offense, and the person convicted by a court of violation of this act shall, upon summary conviction, be sent to prison for 5 years. They didn't send Teje to prison because of lack of justice in the country. All right. So I can show you all the things where you were fighting Joe Maba, fighting minister, they were doing boxing and all those things. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sinoe County, there are a lot of things that Teje is not telling you, and I'm here to tell you those things. Okay. We will continue to tell you, if you want to remain in poverty, then of course you can put a criminal back. The man is calling himself criminal. All right. You can put a man back. Let me talk about the last thing here before I go. This is what I want to talk about at the last talking point. Was Liberia founded on Christian principles? I mean, I know you get an answer already because you are Christian. Was Liberia founded on Christian principles? In the first place, what does it mean when we say, what are Christian principles in the first place? What are they? Are there such thing called exclusively principles that belong to Christian? All right, some of the Christian principles, they say they are love, kindness, compassion, be a brother keeper, and those things, right? They say they are Christian principles. No, they are not Christian principles. They are humans or human beings principles. For human beings, they are not for Christian. You can be an atheist and still love another person. You can show compassion. You can be your brother keeper. So there is no such thing as Christian principle in the first place. But anyway, let's just say there's those values that are just listed: love, kindness, and then be benevolent. That Christian. Let's assume, for the sake of argument right now, I say they are Christian principles. All right. Let's assume for the sake of argument. But again, the question is: was Liberia founded on Christian principle, love and care and kindness? I mean, looking at the history of the country, just take, for example, for a little bit and reflect on the history of the country. Does that reflect loving people? All right, let's take a little survey here and do a little quick survey with respect to a country that the people call it was built on Christian principles, right? If you look at the history of the country, I mean, if you read the Constitution, it's clear right here. I got a copy before me. The Constitution of Liberia is right here. I got a copy. If you read it from the beginning here, it's the preamble. They call it the preamble. They use all that big word introduction. They say something here. We, the people of the Republic of Liberia, acknowledging our devout gratitude to God, right, for our existence as a free, sovereign, and independent state, and relying on his divine guardians for our survival as a nation. And then it went on to all the other things, right? There's a point here. So the only time they measure the word God here is from the preamble of the Constitution, right? So when we go over there, they say church should not be mixed up with government, or the separation between church and state, right? And over here it said, exercise our natural inherent and inalienable rights to establish a framework of government for the purpose of promoting unity, liberty, peace, stability, equality, justice, and human rights, honor the rule of law. Okay, they're not rule of man. They say honor the rule of law. So Liberia is supposed to, according to the document, to be ruled by law, and then by president, not by senator, by law. Okay, but the first portion I want to deal with is God. The preamble measures the word God. But what kind of God are they talking about here? They did not say Christian God or Muslim God or Hindu God or African gods. No, they didn't say anything. They just said acknowledging our devout gratitude to God for our existing as a free, sovereign, and independent state, and rely on his divine guidance. I know by the use of the word his, obviously that male God here, right? That man. He's not a woman, they don't recognize female anyway. But the question that we want to tackle is, was Liberia built on Christian principle? All right? And here in the Constitution, they did not measure Christian God either. They didn't measure, they say God. They left it vague. All right? So it could be, because it could be the guys that wrote this here. This is the 1986 version. So these are indigenous people. So maybe they were referring to the God of our ancestors. Okay? The God. The God, the supreme God of our people. All right? So, various language, the guy, Nyoswa. When Sarpo man say Nyoswa is God, right? So it could be what the guys, because the guys are redacted, their names listed here. What's it? Henry, Nayu, Philly, Dear, Robert, Toe. Those people, they listed all these people that were part of the committee. So these are indigenous people. So apparently they were referring to the indigenous couple. Anyway, let's leave that part. The question is, was Liberia built on Christian principles? If indeed yes, when we say yeah, we grant that, then I don't know. Because all those presidents of Liberia, Joseph Jingin Rawls was a Christian. See the country he left. You go to Charles D.B. King and those people, look at the country. And you come all the way to the William V.S. Todman, the longest serving president in the history of Liberia. Why did he leave? Oh, people will say, oh, maybe he built a free port of Monrovia. After 27 years, that free port you boost, the man died in London, right? He couldn't build hospital in Liberia. So they carry him to London when you were sick to get care. And he died in the hospital. After 27 years, he couldn't build hospital. He couldn't build nothing good. He couldn't be treated in his own country after 27 years. But that's a Christian. Some of them, they were pastors. Yeah. Like President Torba, then they were pastors. Yeah. William V. Tubman. Let me read a little bit about William V. Tubman here. Let me read some of these guys, a little bit of them. William V. Tubman, 1944 to 1971. He was the president. Who died in London Clinic. William R. Tubman. Let's look at William R. Tubman, 1972 to 1980. Overthrown in a fatal coup. Samuel K. Doe, 1980. Okay, these are all Christian. I'm leaning here. They are not Buddhists. They are not Hindus. President Ellen J. Rowe, 1870 to 1871, were deposed in a coup d'etat and drowned in 1872 as he attempted to escape from prison to a British ship. Okay, now the Liberian president is here. According to reports, the weight of the money, he was carrying money and all, the weight of the money allegedly stolen that he carried on him at the time was the cause of his drowning. Okay, that President Edward J. Rowe, the man is told, these are all Christians. All right. And they were stealing from the people. So the question is, was Liberia built on Christian principle? Let's see the other. Yeah, Edward J. Rowe died in, all the people, they are criminals. So if you want to read more, get a book. That was somewhere book, okay? The Liberia Leadership Experiment. It's a good read. All right, get a copy and you read about your leaders, including John. But I'm going a little more into this. So if you look at the leaders across history of Liberia, up to George Weah, they're all Christian right now. Charles Taylor was a Christian. He's a Christian. He brought war and killed people. So killing people, is that Christian principle? I don't know. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is another Christian. She sponsored the war. She used to be on BBC and say, "You level down the city, we'll build it." That Christian principle. I mean, we can go on. George Weah, right now, you get a church, fucking Clarke church. See the condition of the people. Christian principle. Was Liberia built on Christian principle after nearly 174 years? The people in Sinoe County, they still don't have roads. Was Liberia built on Christian principles? Love your neighbors, be kind to others. The leaders, I mean, your whole government right now, they are 99.99% of them, they are Christians. Are they living by the principle of compassion, given what is going on currently in the country? No. The lack of schools, the university is crumbling, people can't find jobs in the country. Yes, Liberia was built on Christian principles. No. I would say Liberia was built on devil principles. I don't know what I would say, devil. Yeah, I don't know. You got the religious people. I mean, if you look at the world, the likes of Prince Johnson, they are Christians. They George Bowley, all the people, they are Christians. But see what they did to the country. But yeah, Liberia was built on Christian principles. These are not true. The guys that went to Liberia in the first place, they didn't go to establish a Christian religion or Christian nation. No. They took the people from here because the Caucasians, they said the black men were contaminating the race here. It was a problem. They don't want intermarriage and those things. So they said, how can we do it here to keep our race pure? So what they did, they said, let's take the better people from here. Let's carry them. Let's take them from there. So they didn't carry you because they want to build a Christian nation. No, they carry you over there because they never wanted you. And so they carry us over there. And people will say, oh, the country was built on Christian nation, Christian principle. No. Robert Finley, the guy that created the American Colonization Society, he didn't carry the people over there because he wanted to establish a Christian nation or for the nation to be established on Christian principles. No. He didn't want the people here in the United States. And I want to carry them over there. So Liberia was not built on Christian principles. And so the guys are doing their own thing. All of them, look at the history, all the presidents. You have not had Muslim president in that country. No. You have not had ATA president before. No. They are all Christian. And see the condition of the country. See the condition of the people. They are singing to the pastor right now. Clarke is a pastor. See the condition of the country. The people can't even clean the city. Jefferson Koji is a Christian. See what is going on in your country. All of them, the ministers, the senators, the representatives, they are all Christians. When I went to Liberia the other day, you go in the office of the Speaker of the House, you got religious picture, you got Jesus picture all over the place. See what is going on in your country. Liberia was not built. Nobody should sell this line to you and say, oh, the country was built on Christian principles. No, it was built on evil. No, the country has been led by evil people. And that's why the people are suffering after 174 years. And Ghana over there, they less than 100 years. And they are far better than Liberia. Yes. It was not built on Christian principle. Or you better yet, Christian principles are devil principles. Maybe Christians are devils, maybe. Because if you look through history, the Inquisition, for example, that Christians were doing those things. Burning people at the stake. They say the people are witches. That Christian principle there. So what I'm saying, like, bro, it's not strange. The history of Christianity have been terrible. And that's why when I see people going to church for salvation, I say, look, the people been suppressing you and you're going to that. They're going to that same God. Find something else to go to right now. You need self-help program, like Michael S. would say. Self-help initiative to free yourself. You don't need religion. If you depend on the guys will say, oh, Jesus, if you live on Jesus, the guys will suck your blood in that country. Yes, we got some of them here in the US. They say they are evangelists, they are this one, but they're backing corrupt people. That's what the Christians do. Yeah, that's what they do. They say, I'm an evangelist, they're preaching on Facebook. But when the people take the people money, they will support them. But they say they are Christians, you know. And so Liberia was not built. I don't know what I said. It was built on Christian principle and devil principle. They are inseparable. They are the same thing. Yes, they are. Based on what I'm seeing in my country, Liberia, the principle we call Christian principles, they are devil principles, they are evil principles. Because what I'm seeing, the government officials, they have those little girls, they're laughing to them. They have to do quick prep call something for something. You give me sex before I send you to school or before I do you a favor. It's not Christian. Is that Christian principle? Is that what the people teach? That's what Jesus said in the Bible? I thought Jesus said love your neighbor, but even though Jesus was fighting, he went in the church and started fighting too. And you got all these things. Oh, I didn't come to bring peace, I bring war. You know, so Jesus said, you know, he brought violence. You know, they said a peaceful man. You know, they are really why a man say. Yeah. And he acted on it. He didn't just say that, he acted on it. He was physical. Go and turn people's team over in the synagogue. Even though he didn't build the synagogue, it wasn't your money. And the people who money they use it, man, go there and go fight. He said, I follow us. How much your father spent to build a house? Tell me. If father did not spend nothing, well, you go there and go fight. Because he said it in the Bible. I did not come to bring peace, I bring war. But the thing is, the Bible is a book where people misinterpret. They think the authors in the book, they are speaking about the same subject. So you find out another author will say, Jesus, the person will say, oh, Jesus is turn the other cheek. Then you go on the other side, the person will say, Jesus says, I didn't bring war, I didn't bring peace, I bring war. Because they are different authors for different places. I mean, they were saying things that different, and people then they just put those things together. After war, they put those things together and made one book. And they say, oh, that what Jesus said. Now, later authors, later people, don't read the history. There was some of those books in the Bible, they don't have names or authors. You don't know who wrote the books. You know, so Liberia wasn't built on Christian principle. The people that established the country, they came from here. They didn't go establish Christian nation. They took the people from here because they don't want them here. They said the people, they were contaminating the white race, and so they want to clean the white race. So they carried them over there, and the people established what they call today Liberia. So they shouldn't go around and tell you these things, oh, Liberia was built, the American colonization. Robert Finney didn't create that thing to build a Christian nation, no. And so I see the people, they just do everything wrong. I mean, the Constitution talk about separation of state and church, but then when they ready to swear people, you know, they bring the Bible. Okay, why are you bringing one religious both text? If you want to do that, then bring all the religious texts and then put them together. But separate government from religion. If you want to go in your church when they are ordaining you as a pastor, then they bring the Bible. If you're in a mosque, then they bring the Quran. But you go in the people building where you get everybody from different background and you want one religious text because you are Christian. I mean, so these are some of the things that we have to talk about in our country. We got to fix a lot of things that we put them on paper, but we are not following them. You know, they will say, oh, America doing it, America, and they got separation of state, but time for start, then they bring Bible. So you will mimic because America doing it. So are you an independent thinker? Are you an independent country? So because America doing it, so you got to follow it too? Come on, start copying other people. Do your own thing for once. You know, but Liberia, we just plagiarize and plagiarize. Oh, America did it, so I'm going to do it too. All right. The people say separation stay in power so because they bring Bible, their old Bible, and people putting their hand on it, so you must do the same thing. Even though you say separation of state and power. Yeah, somebody is right here. Let me see. I read that statement. He said Liberia was funded off gunboat principle. That's it. The people just want bullet and all the weapons, you know, corruption Those are the things like, bro, built on corruption, stealing from people, raping little girls, and no justice, people dying and no justice, corruption all over the place, and the same people that are in power. You kill my pie, you kill my man, I will vote for you. And the kind of principle like, bro, built on. That's it. And I know Christian principle. You know, my man Donald Richard, a Christian, but you support a corrupt man, but they say like, bro, build on Christian principle. I have to look at the guy here. But man, what's up with you guys? You're not consistent for once. You say, your power, your man, Jesus said, be kind, be loving, be compassionate, turn the other cheek, but they're ready to bring war. They kill people. That Christian principle. So that people don't, we want to know exactly what do you guys mean when you say Christian principle, because I don't get it. When majority of your people are hungry in the country, but it's only what beyond Christian principle. Let me see the comment. I just wrapping up now. So ACL Junior Lieutenant Bullet, their way to our shows. The struggle continues. All right, so man, the struggle continues, but I think Jawia, I think his inaugural address, he said the struggle must end. That's what he said. But yesterday the struggle continues. I don't know whether the struggle has ended now. Maybe I think one of Jawia, the struggle has ended because the man got 47. No, and the man just go by what Eugene Nambe said. He said 16 houses the man built, right? So he got 16 mansions. So the struggle ended. Demolish the other house on 19th Street, whatever the street is, and build new brand new house. You know, the struggle end right there. Get private jet, you know, walking on red carpet while people are hungry. Yeah, the struggle end. Yes, that's it. People can't find a job in the country. The struggle is ending in Liberia. So my man Daniel Richard is saying, no, the struggle continues. And he contradicting Jawia. You and Jawia who is saying the truth here now. They say the propo government, they will create, 1 million jobs. We can see the job if you read the propo agenda. I mean, the things they are not being met. Agriculture is nowhere. If you look at the budget, you know who is enjoying the money in the country. You can see the allocation of the budget, the office of the president, and the office for the man Magay, 20 million just for that office alone. And then when you look at the lawmakers, 54 million. So you can see where the budget going. Yeah, the struggle ending right there. You know, yeah, that Christian principle right there. Those are the Christian principles we're talking about. It reflected in the budget. 30 grand, you know, for legislative engagement. Yeah, that Christian principle. The men have put aside in gate, they call it in America, they call it gated community. The men in fences all over the place. And the people outside the fences, they're walking around, they're hungry, buy your kuwe, yeah, in order to survive. Yeah, that Christian principle right there. In the Christian country, when you're driving, no traffic light, no stop sign. That Christian principle running down, that free land, that is part of liberty. You do your own thing. Survival of the fittest, the dying are the least suitable. Yeah. When the president come in, you got to get on the road and whip you. If you don't leave, they whip you. That Christian principle right there. Yeah. Men guys, Jamaica resolve what they're telling in the evening in power there. Everybody just stay clear. The president here. That Christian principle. All right, now, bro, for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to touch on those someone that's in the book and be saying Christian principle. Yeah, the Christian answer, they can't get along. They got different denominations all over the place. Speak, my brother. Yeah, so y'all go every Sunday, my man, and go preach. Yeah, you come and wear a nice suit. Man, Donald Richard wear a nice suit. Today, the Lord bless me. They brother and sister, they're hungry about but I appreciate people that I say, yeah, these people that interested in my man. Well, I read about people that I follow them. I follow my man. I say, yeah, these people that the super interesting people. They will take it Bible and turn it. They will spin it. I was reading the discussion I have a man Richard the other time. He said, "Oh, God is real." I said, "My man, but why you guys show me the guy? I want to see the man. You got the man eating burger king or Madalo. You're taking picture. You're doing selfie. Hey, that God real." But the man say, the man in the Bible, the man they talk about here say, "What they got now? one of the guys that were doing wrestling in the Bible, yeah, Jesus, a year ago, hey, you knock me down, knock you down too. You think you're strong, more than they can't get out of the Bible. Everything is in the Bible. We're living in a real world that the man can't do that. The man said our Nazi principles. If you put agnostic or atheist, when you see that performance, then we can judge whether the agnostic principle. But you're not even try us yet. Try me, and you'll see whether it will be agnostic principle or it will be atheist. You put atheist over there, it will be different. Like, bro, will be clean. He said it begins. Yeah, just put me there first. When I move from there, then you can make your judgment whether the atheistic principle, the agnostic principle, the theistic principle. But right now, we'll not try the theistic principle. We'll try the Holy Spirit principle. We'll try the Father principle, the Trinity principle, and nothing we can see right now. So that changed that Trinity principle to humanistic principle that which we the agnostic atheist that we believe in. Humanism. That is about human beings. Let's take care of the people. Yes. America is not doing good because she believes in Christian principle. No, it's governance. When they're doing that stuff, they don't bring God business. The men when they're starting that, they're doing that where no go out. You will have to make sure and deal with the people. Our sister that just got confronted going to, she didn't appeal to go. Yeah, George Jackson did not appeal to go to get a job. She had to answer the questions. The men will ask you to talk questions. They will dig behind you and all those things. That justice. They look at it from the secular perspective. But people over there, every Sunday, the whole country shut down. The economy shut down. They go to church. They pray to God. How can you shut a whole economy down because you want to go pray to an invisible man and you say you want to pray, but the people are suffering. They are backing 24/7. If you go to the Capitol building, the people they call disabled, they call them crippled people. How they can call them crippled people? Where the speaker car can park. The people lying on there, they're waiting for the men to beg. They don't have institution. They don't have nothing in place. It's called governance. One word. Governance, transparency, accountability, creating jobs. I mean, justice prevailing, taking care of the people. That's governing. But no, bro, it's a different ball game. But yeah, they say, my man, Daniel Richard, say, yeah, bro, we're building Christian principles. Yeah. So help me, God. God help you. When you develop God, all that boy, that God. No, you are burning your candle and staying all late. You're doing a great thing. You say, oh man, can't join the certificate. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need. We're not going to be carrying people to church, my man. You do that, our country will remain behind. The thing that you can be preaching, I want 1 year from you. You're talking about certificate, get some sort of skills. And that's what we're supposed to be doing in that place. Instead of every Sunday, you go there, the people hungry, and they get their money to the pastor. And they say, oh, put an effort, 10% of your income. What the hell, one can't get 10% of your income to you? For what reason? Why they say, God get all the money. You get all the money, but you still want 10%. The man get a machine, can print the money, you can be in church, and one can't give 10% to it. You better go try again. They just created an invisible park for us. I know that we are invisible. You build some for you too. Yeah, church that invisible power, my man. It's not visible. It's really invisible. Yeah. So yeah, me, Daniel, you had to give your 10% to the people there. Now, me, give my, how 10% of my income is a serious money. I'm making $5. If you ever make it $5, I take 10% of $5, my man. You want how will pay my bills now? Yeah, the man I would maybe they say the man they will use all Daniel Richard, they will use all the B words. The man is omniscient, he is omnipotent, he can't get tired, he is immutable. I mean, they'll use all the fancy jargon, but every Sunday they can't go, they all over there that doing lazy. They say, oh, well, you have 10%, you're lazy, but I say, look at the people like a BSP, they better, oh yeah. They will go to the theology and start quoting all the things. And according to St. Absalom, the ontological argument, and then they will start say what Absalom will say. God is that in which nothing greater can be perceived or conceived. That anything you can imagine, anything greater than God. My man, what is that thing? You say conceive. So that perception of that human mind talking about that concept being I'm gonna give 10% of my income. You better go try again. When you ask me, okay, get 10% of your income for education. Hey, now we're talking 10% of your income for electricity, for job creation, and hey, now we're talking something. But you say get 10% of my money to the pastor in the church, and man, rather get flying a private jet or what they play, and people hungry. I'm gonna get 10% of my income to you. Daniel Richard, you get a lot to you. Now, if Daniel Richard, if you want to establish a church, right? Class is next week. Okay. Thank you for the reminder. So I want us, I want us moving forward, Daniel Richard, for us to establish a critical Bible study class. So the critical Bible study class, we are not going to analyze the Bible from a religious perspective. We're going to do it strictly academic. All right. So we ask all the questions and why you can't ask in the Bible in a Sunday school class. No. Or Sunday, the pastor, pastor preaching, you can't ask you just anything, whether you questionable or not, man alone, to flow. But in the Sunday school, you can't go in the Sunday school and ask any questions. No, they will not allow you to say, I mean, a demon. He demon possessed. When you ask, okay, where God took the first material from to create, because he said in the beginning, nothing was here. Where he got the first material from to create a world? We got to answer the question. Because they will just tell, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Okay. So once you say create, is that creation of the mind? Okay, the man, I can create some kind of thing in my head right now. Because everything, when you read the philosophy of idealism, like people like Bishop Berkeley, then he's an idealist. He said everything starts from the mind. So that which from the mind, you can also okay. So God conceive whatever you got, because when you conceive it in the mind, in order to bring it to reality, you need some sort of material. So the man conceived, he created a world in his mind first, right? Okay, that I can buy the argument. Okay, maybe okay. Then first of all, is he a God? Is it something that has no body, or it has body? It's a mindless body, or they say a mind without body. What kind of thing is that? So let's answer the question first. What is it? That the thing that is saying in the beginning God created. Is that creation by the mind or creation by hands or by talking? Okay, and then when you go in front and say God spoke in the beginning, he said, "Let there be light." But when you say God created, okay, I want to know what kind of material, what kind of, you went to a Loma, you went to Walmart to buy some planks, or where you got the material from? I want to know. When you conceive it in the mind, you got to bring it to reality. The computer I'm sitting in front of right now, it came from it. Somebody thought of it first, and they say, okay, I need some plastic, I need some cables, to create a thing, a core computer. So, so we have to ask these questions from an academic perspective. But then okay, the man said, I'm mind. Okay. So, this a mind with no body. I'm trying to make sense of it. What is it? I can't even think of something that can think with no body. Yeah. You can't even think of that thing. So then the man answer will confuse you and say, God is that then which nothing greater can be conceived. You can't think of nothing else. But a concept you're talking about, man. So it's a mind. Okay, so a mind creating thing. How did that thing? Okay, you can create it again in the mind. How you brought it to the book here, for example. The ideas there, it came from the mind, and then it got put it on people. So what after in the beginning, he said nothing was there. So after the man thought about it, where he got it from to build the world that we on right now? Where he got it from? So they will say, they will use all the BB words and say ex nihilo. From nothing, something can. Okay. Something can come from nothing. How is that? Okay, so explain it to me. Daniel Richard got to explain this thing to me, but he didn't want to explain it to me. He said, where does the man start from? That's the question that we got to be asking when we're in a critical thinking class. Now, what we want to do, according to your professor. So when we're in the critical Bible study class, that what we need, we need that class so that we can ask the tough questions. The stronger your belief, in order for your belief to be strong, I should put it this way, in order for your belief to be strong, it should pass critical scrutiny. You should be able to answer those tough questions. Once you can do it, then good boy, you can say, Jesus say, love your brother and sister, but your brother and sister are suffering. And my man wearing 3-piece suit here, chilling in nice tie. You know, your brother and sister is Jesus is feeling hungry, but I'm chilling here. Yeah, he said, I put you inside of that. But you better take care of your I'm telling you, America or be in the country. Yeah, and depending on that, but you use your money, buy private jet for your own. You know, then you're ready to criticize your way. But then they turn around and start pressing. B-52. Tell you that the man, I said, I'm a man that rotate and you'll be jumping here and there. And where does he stand? He against the corruption of Jawia, but he's opposed to the corruption of Teddy. I mean, my man, where you stand now? I'm kind of confused. I wish a man would be consistent for once. The world is created in such that everything relies on everything. Was about the man, you confuse me. So we say everything relies on everything. You see, the world is created in such that everything relies on everything. Okay, God part of everything. So when God part of everything, then God has to get reliance to. You gotta maybe okay. Now I want to say the voice. You say vox populi, vox Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. Without people, God will have no voice. So everything relies on everything for survival. So God, in order for God to survive, he needs human being. Yes, he can't survive without human being. That's what my man said in other words. Yes, it's interesting. Interesting stuff. The man bring the rest. So we can use to mind. No, I think you tap it a little fast, so a lot of typo. So we can't use to mind to limit God. Well, we can use our mind to limit God. What can we use to limit, Because it's the mind that profit God. I mean, so you can use the same mind that profit that thing to limit him. I mean, why? It's the mind that created him. That what the Greeks, they told you, vox populi, vox Dei, the voice of the people is the voice of God. So the philosopher, I think, is a Protagoras. One of them, he said, man is the creator of all things, which is true. Man is the maker of things. Anything that you want is man. God is the product of man's mind. You have from the beginning, you have government. It's the first thing. And then the other people came on the side and say, the government will give you the constitution, the rules, the do and that, but there are certain things that government cannot see. So the religious people, they created another thing. They say there's another thing in the sky that watches you, the thing that the government can see, that the thing can see it. It's just a way to control man's mind. Your thinking is a form of mind control. It's a moral. You can say for proper behavior of people. It's morality. So people can do things properly. We can use man's mind to limit God. Man is the creator of God, so man can use man's mind to limit him. The dog can't think about God. The cat can't think it's a man's mind that generated God. So the same mind that created God can use it. We can use it to limit him. And about the same man that created a man, the same man say, that Richard get 10% of your income. Even though they're telling you the thing get all the money, but that Richard you get 10% of your income. It is like using Tesla to define the creator of Tesla. I don't know. So who created Tesla? It's a creator of Tesla. So maybe it's like using Tesla to define the creator of Tesla. Okay. All right, I agree with you on that. But in that case, we are not car. So a car is different from a non-car, So Tesla is a car. So you can use the car to define the man who conceived the idea. Even though we can look at that car to know the kind of thinking that man has, that kind of car the man, if the man can build that car, we can detect that, the man's a good thinker, he got a pretty good mind, you can think, Yeah, but you can't use the car to define a person, but we can use a human being to define another thing, because a human being is the creator of all things. Because after all, the thing, Jerry, my man Dino said, made man, we can't see the thing. You know, is it the same way in the cosmos is hiding itself? I don't know whether it's ugly, and that's why it's hiding itself is limited. When it shows up, we ask a plenty of questions, and my not answer certain questions, so say, I'll remain incognito, I'll be hiding myself, you know, so that, you know, the brother can see me, because that's secret now. When you know somebody's secret, you can honor mine easily, so I'll remain secret. All right. Because when I reveal myself, human being that they inquisitive. After all, I send my piggy Jesus and they nail it to the cross. So I gotta go over there where people can nail my piggy. No, I gotta go there. So I'll just be hiding. I will send a piggy. Then nail you will be crying to me, Father, why have you forgiven me? Why are you forsaking me? I'll go and do that thing. My piggy that I created a Baba. I gotta go there for the car nail me to the way they my song. So that also my medicine and your kind of. Yeah, interesting. So that Liberia beyond Christian principle thing, when you're doing your make Christian to low bar. All right. So don't nobody should say that. And when you say once you say Liberia was beyond Christian principle and you see what the suffering the people are going through, then you make the Christian to low bar. All right. So just don't use that expression anymore. Liberia was beyond Christian principle. No, don't say that. Once you say that, then you make yourself to low bad. You make yourself to low ridiculous. You know, because what is obtaining in the country does not represent compassion, being your brother's keeper. You know, no, it's not compassion. It's total evil. It's the total opposite of compassion. All right, so don't use the words. All right, let me see. I'm out for the day. The elves eats us in the form of devil. The same, we crush the ends, and they think we are devils. Oh man, the ants does not think. Yeah, the ant does not think it's a runner. It's just the 20 runner. I don't know when the last time you see an ants building car, you know, or writing a book. The boat ain't got thing. They're going by the force of nature. You know, nature controls it. You know, so it doesn't think. You know, so an ant doesn't think. You know, we can say that. I mean, other animals will do, but when an ants, you know, now it does not have that ability. That's why we're different from those animals, you know. So, like people like Aristotle or Socrates, they were saying, the ability we have the rational ability that will distinguish us from the other animals, you know. Yeah, we are thinkers. Okay, I mean, we can't go back and forth on that one. We can't quibble on that one. Whether they think or not. Yes. When the car coming to the ends, let me see the ends running away from the car. It will be coming. Yeah. When you come and step on it, why you can't run away from you? Yeah, it will be sitting there. When you see the ends running, it's not because it's running from you. We do not have the ability to understand them. The scientists, what I've got is scientists, or any people can study all the insect, while they go in the areas what I call zoologies, and they got different division of animals. I mean, we have the ability, we can understand them. We got the tools, the equipment to understand these things. You know, we can analyze what you call Dana's brain. That, you know, we can analyze. I mean, we are better, man. We understand these things. Yeah. When they step on us, what don't we run? Death. Death does not have legs, so you can say a step. Maybe you're using that expression metaphorically, you know, but yeah, that's one of the unknowns of the unknowns. You know, we don't know it. I'm not saying human being knows everything, and that's not the argument I'm making here. Of course, we have some limitation. I mean, before we got to this level, there were things that we never knew before, but we are evolving. You know, so we've been creating stuff. People are in space now. Before they used to say the sky is the limit. No, right now the sky is not a limit. They play that the sky at a playground now for the scientists. You know, so I mean, that's what makes evolution real. You know, we are evolving. You know, we are evolving every time. It is deeper than we think. Yeah, I agree. It's deeper. We don't know a lot. We don't know, and that's why I let my man Socrates when he say, "I know that I don't know." Yeah, there are a lot of things that out there that we don't know, which is good when you don't know it. You don't say, oh, I don't know it, so God created it. Then you are limiting your own ability to think further. Because once you are God in the picture, is what we call conversation stopper. You don't want to think. It's a lazy way of doing things. You don't know it. It's like you're reaching a town. You don't know who the town chief is. You look around. You don't see anybody around. You say, the town chief or the town of God. And that's what happened in our religion. People do. Oh, God here, nobody. We don't know how the team we call the earth. The guy here will say, oh, you know what? That God created the thing. How do you know? You don't know. If the answer is I don't know. That's the best answer. We got in the village, we got in the town, nobody around. We don't know who the town chief, we don't know who the governor is. Let's leave it like that. Okay, we don't know. It's fine. But when you start postulating things and you say you don't know, when you ask you about the thing, you say, oh, the thing are mysterious thing. Okay, once you say mysterious, you're telling me you don't know what you're talking about already. You are confusing me. Listen to me is to live it better. I like the conversation, but I gotta go. I gotta wake up early tomorrow morning. Yeah. He said, listen to it. It's thinking the limit, man. Thinking. No, we are not limiting. Man, I agree. The idea of limiting man is not to stop us from thinking. It's a way of pushing us to think, to know that which we don't know. So that what we say, okay, we don't know how the earth got here. Even the scientific postulate, what they say, 13 point some trillion years ago, there was an explosion, and the explosion, after a while, all the particles, they congeal and they form the earth, all that nonsense. I don't agree with that, because the fundamental question is, scientists are not asking what caused the explosion. You got to explain that. And so religious people will say, oh, God, okay. Then we'll have to ask the question too, how God got in the picture? God, maybe that religious explosion to boom, we jump into being. So there are a lot of unanswered questions. You got questions, you got to answer those questions. You can't jump and you can't say religion is right and you criticizing science, but you say you get plenty of water in your own argument. Yeah. If science has a question, oh, there's an explosion. Okay, what caused the explosion? You got to tell us. Okay, so religion, what's that God? Okay, how God got in the picture too? How he came to being? Was it spontaneously? He just came, boom, he just appeared. He did some people, religious people, they did abracadabra, and then God just appeared. Those questions got to be answered. They are uncomfortable for some people, but those questions need to be asked. They need answer. The other man cannot even find a cure to certain illnesses. Then you want me to believe in your big. No, I'm not saying believe in the big. Again, the Big Bang theory has a lot of holes in it. It's just the same way the creation argument is replete with a lot of faults, flaws. So that's why I want us, Daniel Richie, for us, we shouldn't just swallow these things. At least we have reached a certain level where now it's time for us to question these things. Yes, that's how knowledge expands. The knowledge you have right now is from questioning things. It's not from belief and having faith. No, you ask the tough questions. Let me see, who is it? Hello? Yeah, Mr. Monroe. Let me see.
Separate to your podcast tonight.
All right, go ahead. Wrapping up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about one of the topic or the breaking news that you came out with. I don't want to send a shout out to the board and the administration and every one of us that have worked tirelessly up to the end of the we can't get everything, but we gotta get something, and we thank God that we got something. It is what it is. Well, we have to move on. And I don't want to say thank you to everybody.
Okay.
Of the union. That's what I want to say.
All right, Mr. Monroe, thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for your support as well. You're a great man.
Okay.
Yeah, history has carry you as the one who did the right thing.
Absolutely.
All right.
Right it is.
All right.
And thank you too for always giving us the great job in the community, and we commend you for that. And we pray for you and continue to do it. And support will come in. I'm not going to stop supporting you, whether financial or moral or getting there and watching you and participating. I'm going to continue doing what I'm going to do for our union. They say in union strong, we shall all prevail. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mario. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Voice of Sinoe. Hey, my man Donald Richard, thanks for getting me to have a little humor into the discussion. Appreciate your participation, but we got to take it serious. I think we need we are in your technology, man. Anyway, so like try to have some teleconference sometimes, and reading different texts and give it different flavors. We shouldn't just look at it from one. From the Sunday school perspective, let's get out. Let's look at it from philosophical and academic perspective. Let's ask the questions. Let's poke holes. Let's do that. It will make our people to think. And we'll go back home. Maybe we can establish, and people can be talking about intellectual, but let's ask not only politics and all the time. Let's do different. Let's bring the Quran and ask questions. Let's bring the Gita and analyze and ask those questions. Different books that people brought to us. The foreign books that we're taking and just sitting down while the people going to space and people every Sunday, the people then praying while the people in library, they're in different laboratory and doing research. The same people that carry the book down to you, they are doing something different and we're wasting our time. And small men down Richard to joining that every Sunday wear his suit there for the men to say for you to say I go see some Jew there and he say he go to God. Yeah, what about I see some Judas boy, you know what I'm saying? I see some Judas been working, sitting down who were on my battery and doing some technology work. Sunday I go flex my show my fresh suit and so chamola man can say you go see God. You got it. You make it, you get 10% income, you go to China, you put far boy that you go who. I ask the question of my religion sometimes. That's good. That's what you gotta do. Keep asking the questions. Keep asking them. And don't let the pastor come give you something you can read yourself. Grab that book. Because the pastor then they go to theological seminary, right? So they have been programmed, to think certain way. Your teacher more likely, that what they say, you are what you eat, what you read, or who you listen to. So whatever you read, you are more likely to associate yourself with that thing. So when you go to school for years and you're in a seminary, they are molding that they got a B word for it, they call it indoctrination. So they go indoctrinate you to think certain way, So when you come from there, you can't. There are just few people when they come from the seminary, they will ask the tough questions. After you've been paying all that money, you go question it. You will not pay your student loan. So they gotta come and establish church and say, "Oh, bring your 10%." You bring that thing, the man pay a loan. So and stuff like that. It goes on. That's the word, and the world goes around with all those tricks. But when the agnostic believers refuse to ask questions, it is a problem. But when the agnostic believers refuse to ask questions, it is a problem. No, it's not a problem. No, not at all. Yeah, we asking questions. And the key word is agnostic. When you say you are agnostic, the agnostic are the people that know. So when you add the A there and down, I don't know. There are certain things I don't have answer to them. So it's better. So it's one of those things. If the different gods they talk about, different religious books. Do I believe in them? Hell no. So you can call me atheist in that sense. But when you get us out of the books, the thing we call the earth, the globe, and all these things we're looking at, who created it? I don't know. So you call me agnostic atheist, okay? Yeah. So that's my position right there. How did you guys derive at your beliefs? We don't have a belief. We don't believe. We are evidentialists more so, So yeah. So evidentialists. So we need some hardcore evidence, and stuff like that. what I mean, I shouldn't say we don't believe, but the belief should conform to reality. I should put it that way, you know. So when your belief does not conform to reality, then it becomes, you know, fiction. You know, you are doing some imaginary thing. But so, do I believe in the existence of a computer? Yes. So my belief conform to the reality. You know, it's real. I can touch it. I can feel it. You know, not that certain thing we can see that, like air, for example. I mean, how do I know air exists? Okay, I can feel it, but sometimes they can kill your sensation and you can't feel anything. Does that eliminate the existing of air? No. I can still test the existing of air. How? Well, my car tire can get deflated right now. I can put air in it. I mean, it's not water I'm putting in the air. I mean, the tire. So you can still test some of these things, you know. So that's the thing, you know. That's the thing, you know. Reality itself is flawed. Okay, you want to go philosophical right now? That's fine. We can go that route, but you know, a cell phone is not. If you say cell phone is not real, then I don't know how you communicating with me right now. How you writing? You know, if you say computer is not real, I mean, so certain things we can debate, and because in philosophy we have like we debate propositions. You know, yeah. So it's like certain claims, but things like, you know, computer, those things, we don't debate them, you know. Maybe the concept beyond that, we can debate the concept beyond that, but we'll do, like, for example, I can give you a proposition. I can say, for example, it is raining outside. It's a proposition. That proposition, it has true value. And when it has true value, when it says true value in philosophy, in other words, it means it can either be true or false. So it is raining outside. Can we test that? Yes. You know, so if you want to know what your statement is true or false, we can go low outside. So when it's not raining outside, then of course my proposition is false. You know, so material reality is different from other realities. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So there's, my man, we don't want to go deep into that stuff. I'm not going to bed tonight because that's my area. You know, yeah. When you can't bring the computer stuff, now then you confuse me. You know, but I'm a, you know, speculative man. That's what we do all day. Read these different weird books. You know, old dead people long time. You know, and they want you to get a perspective on this thing. Yeah, that's something I love to do. But hey, I got to go. It's 12:30 on my side. I don't know what time it's on your end. But nice talking to you, brother. We are out for the night. And this is the voice of Sinoe. Will be back again to give you more. Have a good night. I'm on Demone. We'll go back home one day, ladies and gentlemen. No commotion, but let's tell the truth, okay? I'm out for the night.